With John Schaefer. John, today is going to be a battle between the northern states and the southern states, New Mexico Highlands and the Kearney State Lopes.
Yes, should be a good game. Playing conditions are just right. It's a nice day for football, and hopefully we see the Lopers take her on.
Yeah, the Lopers last week, the Kearney State College football squad dropped a 28-21 decision to Emporia State last Saturday. Kearney State led 21-16 entering the fourth quarter, but Emporia scored 12 unanswered points to pull out the 7-point victory. In most of the games the Lopers have played going out of town, they've been very close, like 7 points.
Yeah.
And what they need to do today, they need to get the combinations of the banks. But right now, who's playing really well for the Kearney State Lopers is number 16, Travis Valine.
Sure. Yeah, Doug Banks just come off a shoulder injury. Should be seeing a lot more of him this week.
And now with the starting lineups, here's John.
Okay, for the Kearney State Lopers at split end, number 20, Doug Banks. At left tackle, 67, Pat Shaban. At left guard, we have P.J. Hoos, number 78. At center is 57, Scott Ford. A right guard, number 59, Tim McCaw. At right tackle, 79, Tom Brin. At slot back, we have Travis Vallon, number 16. Fullback is number 34, Nolan Byer. And our eye back, Omar Rogers, number 31. Quarterback is number 13, Russ Harvey. And our tight end is number 80, Donnie Lee. For the offensive side of New Mexico Highlands, we got the split end, number 19, Carl Brewer. Left tackle, number 71, Gilbert Martinez. Left guard, number 75, Kevin Venodez. Center is number 70, Dustin Long. Right guard, number 64, Richard Tagio. Our right tackle is 72, Chris Pacheco. The flanker is number 25, Ryan Hamilton. Tailback is number 2, Sean Malone. And the fullback is number 33, Stan Randall. The quarterback is number 17, Russ Bailey, and the tight end is number 84, Brent Hartzell. On the defensive side of the field for the Lopers, starting at left end, number 37, Shannon Hansen. Number 89, Garland Bryant's our left tackle. At right tackle, number 52, Gary Estes. At right end, number 75, Marvin Watts. Outside backer is number 44, Tim Arts, and our other outside backer is number 48, Dan Robbins. Our middle backer is number 55, Darren Gunn. Our left corner is number 23, Greg Nabry. Strong safety is number 28, Greg Smith. The free safety number 6 is G.J. Belhakic. Our right corner number 22 is Dave Bangert. The defensive side of the field for the New Mexico Highlands sums up like this. The defensive end starting number 66, Antonio Cantilla. The left tackle, number 90, David Earl McGee. The nose guard is number 95, Javier Jamaro. And the right tackle is number 73, Dan Austin. The outside backer is number 46, David Medina. The other outside backer is number 53, Jose Esquivel. The cornerback is number 21, Patrick Harvey. Their strong safety is number 44, Joe Trujillo. And the free safety is 22, Scott Eldridge. The cornerback is number 34, Mike Calmes. And the inside backer is number 41, Mike Ibarri. And that's the way it sums up the starting for both sides here.
Well, let's see if the Lopers can keep up a winning streak here at Foster Field so far in this 1990 season. They have defeated South Dakota State and West Texas State here at Kearney. This is their third game played here this year, and it's going against New Mexico Highlands. Kearney won the flip, so they deferred, and they will receive, and they're going to defend the south goal, while New Mexico Highlands will be kicking her off from the north. Back deep for the Lopers, number 16, Travis Valine, and number 20, Doug Banks. And to get the things underway for the New Mexico Highlands, the place kicker, number 11, that is, Fred Romero. Let's see if we get some ball action going now. They need to get the clock up 3 more. There we go. They had the clock set at 12. We need to get it at 15 at the collegiate level. They played Kearney State, Kearney High School Bearcats games here, John. And big things to see out today is to see if the offense can produce what they've been looking at all through this season, is trying to get the passing game and rushing game underway as soon as possible at the beginning of the game, and play some tough defense against this New Mexico Highland team.
Sure, yeah. You know, it's first year for us Antelopes in the NCAA Division II. And started out with more of a passing game this year. things have just kind of been falling into place. We'll see what happens, you know, as the year goes on.
All right, to get things underway, Romeo going to start her off. Homecoming 1990. Lopers. Banks takes it at his 13. He's at the 20. He's underway. He's on his feet. He's around 40. He could be all the way. He's to the 30. He's going to be run down. No, he's all the way. 10-5 touchdown. Doug Banks with the return. Kick off. That's the way to start a home game.
That's the way to go.
That's the way to do it. Doug Banks away from his 13-yard line. So that'll probably be a 50, 60, 70, 87-yard kickoff return for Doug Banks, number 20. And that's the way to start a homecoming.
Boy, you ain't a kid. The crowd's really into this one now. The homecoming crowd, 1990, just backing them all the way.
The only one that could catch him was number 31, Roy Jennings, but kind of got him on the foot, but Doug Banks stayed up on his feet, and there we go. Lit the board first, 6-0 with 14:48 left. It only took off 12 seconds.
Had some real good blocking there. Banks down on the field feels real good.
Nice little hole they had for him.
Nice thing to come right off of an injury like that and start her up right away again.
Grauerholtz making the extra point, so it makes it 7-0. That's the way to get things underway, huh? Get the running game established. The special teams so far, the Lopers, are doing pretty well. Banks, I assume, is from Imperial, and he's a senior split in.
Yep, he has majors physical education and physical therapy. He was a three-sport four-year letterman at Chase County High. He is an all-state selection also. Good player, Doug Banks.
Doug Banks coming off, like you said, the shoulder injury. Last week he only caught 2 passes really in the whole game, right at the beginning, for a total of around 18 yards. And that's nice to see him back in the limelight of the Kearney State Lopers. So, switch things around. Lopers going to kick it to the north and back deep for New Mexico will be number 29, Randy Montoya, and number 5, Kevin McLeod. And kicking off, number 5, Darren Grauerholtz.
Bet.
Well, so far, the winning tradition's going. Here we're underway. The kick by Grauerholtz, a high, nice kick. Going to be taken at the 3-yard line. Took over by number 29, Randy Montoya. He's around. He's knocked down by a post of Lopers. We'll see who comes up out of the pile. Number 27 on the tackle for the Lopers. And take a look at the lineup here. Mark Hagedon, a strong safety, 6'2", a sophomore from York, Nebraska. Good job on his part to get down there. They didn't even break the 15 plane, so their ball will be placed at the 12-yard line on the New Mexico Highlands side.
That was number 29, Randy Montoya there on the kickoff. Got swarmed over by the Lopers there.
Straight up the middle to their I-back, number 2.
It's close to the first down there.
Oh, Sean Malone, the ball carrier. Brought down the tackle, number 55, the inside linebacker, Darren Gunn, brings up a second down and a long one that is. The quarterback for the New Mexico Highlanders, number 17, Russ Bailey. Highlanders going to power I set right. Split to the right side as well, as goes Munford. Give it to Malone. Malone inside. Looks good for a first down. A pickup of 4 yards. And on the tackle, number 98, Garland Bryant. Number 99, that is, excuse me.
Garland's been playing well for us all year. He's really fired up for this game and should do well.
And also Pat Watovic on the stop. Malone, and at the fullback position for the Highlanders, that is, number 33, Stan Randall. Bailey sets him down, gives it a pitch to the left side to Malone. Malone jerks his way around, but brought down by a good defensive play. And on the stop, number 55, Darren Gunn once again with number 48 for the Lopers defense, Dan Robbins. And there was a question about Robbins if he would play today's game in the injury report, because he injured his knee against Adams State. It was stated as probable today, and week's home game. You know, you can't miss a homecoming.
Sure. I'm sure they're sorry about that and everything, but better luck to him, to get rested up and get back in the lineup.
Randy Montoya splits right. In motion, number 8. Tim Ellison, flag on the play. Ellison catches the pass. In, down he goes at the 37-yard line. Could have been a clip on Montoya coming across on the outside linebacker for the Lopers.
Kind of looking towards the Kearney State side of the field there.
Wrong way with the tape with the call, and that's me. So it's going to go against the Highlanders. That's going to help the Lopers out considerably, very much, because it's a 2nd down and 6, and it's going to take them down to like 2nd down and 12. So far, the Lopers are showing some good defensive potential. Lopers in that 4 defensive backfield. In the secondary, DJ Vokalek, also along Mike Arnold. Back to pass Malone. Intercepted by Nayberry. Nayberry to the 20, the 15, the 10, out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Right there, a tip-up pass by outside, going out to Mr. Malone, the running back, number 2, coming out of the tailback position. Tipped it, and right there on the interception, number 23, Greg Nayberry from North Platte, Nebraska.
It was a nice pass there by Russ Bailey. It's kind of just a little bit over the hands to reach the receiver there, and allowed us to tip and got her down to about the 3-yard line.
So 1st down and 6 to go. The ball on the 6 in the first quarter, 12:54 left. Harvey is going to give his first play of the day right here on the 6-yard line.
Got to make you feel good coming in there, having 7 points on the board, coming right up there and being on about the 5-yard line.
Feline comes left at the slot back position. Rogers and Byer in the I-back formation. It's called Rogers way, and he gets a gain of 4. Good run by Rogers off the left tackle play. It'll be be 2nd and 2 or 1. Let's see what the umpires put it. Officials.
Strong run there. Second effort got the yardage there, and that one had 2 tacklers and just bowled his way forward for pickup of about 3 yards.
2nd down and 2. Ball on the 2. Can the Lopers? They're knocking on the door. Can they come with 14-0 lead early in the early minutes of the game? Harvey gives a long count. It's Rogers once again over the line. Touchdown, Lopers. 13-0. And so far, the Lopers are just pounding the defense of the Highlanders. Actually, the defense of the Lopers really got us on that drive.
Omar's tough run back there, tough runner. Bowled his way for the 4 yards there earlier, and then they give her to him again and dived right over the top in for the score.
It's nice to see Omar score this, because last week he didn't have the best game of his life. He dropped a couple passes, but that's the way it is, and he come out for the homecoming, and that's the way. Grauerholt's going to attempt the extra point. It's up. It's through the uprights, and good. So, making the score 14-0, Grauerholt. That's the way to do it. 14-0 with 12:13 left in the first quarter. Right now, I bet you New Mexico Highlands are just thinking to themselves, what is happening to them? Coming from that long road trip up here to Kearney, and they're behind 14 points with 12:13 left in the first quarter, John.
Good start for the Lopers here. Not very much time running off the clock. There it is there, Rich.
Only, I get 2 minutes and 47 seconds. How about?
Way to start out the game.
Pretty exact, huh? Oh.
Just got to have these Lopers feeling good about the homecoming. You want to have a real good showing and a real good game here.
Good crowd on hand here at Foster Field. Grauerhout is going to give away the final instructions to the line. Back deep, Montoya, and number 5, Kelvin McDonald. Excuse me, that's number 20 for the New Mexico Highlands. Terrence Bobs, running back, freshman from Albuquerque, New Mexico. The kick is up, short, high kick. Gonna take on the 15-yard line goes number 13 for New Mexico Highlanders.
Here's number 35 in there, coming up from behind to make the tackle for the Lopers.
Excuse me, that is number 19, Carl Brewer, with the run back. Defense so far holding New Mexico Highlands close to their end zone. And let's see what the Lopers defense can do right now. Homecoming 1990. Let's see. We got some coming up at half. I'll give you a little rundown on the Homecoming Queen finalists and King finalists, or sometime during the broadcast. You're listening to Kearney State Loper football on Channel 25. Bailey puts him under center. Brings the route. Option play to the right side. Takes himself up to the 29-yard line, that is. A gain of 7 on the play. He'll bring up 2nd down and 2.
Well, the conditions are just perfect for a football game today.
We have a quarterback change for New Mexico Highlands. Number 5.
That's a kind of a mystery, isn't it?
Kind of a mystery. We'll see what's going on. Down. We'll try to find Kevin McLeod. That's right. I have him over here. He is a freshman. He's a wide receiver listed in the roster, but he's playing quarterback. 6 foot 175 from Albuquerque, New Mexico. And that's the first down of the day for New Mexico. They're running the ball with Malone in the backfield along with Stan Randall, number 33.
Got to be thinking that these New Mexico Highlanders are coming from an awful hot, playing conditions down south.
Lopers in the 43D, going against the power I left. It's McLeod running the ball, taking himself the option to the left side. Fumble on the play. Lopers say they have it. They do.
All right.
Oh, look at these turnovers. They're gaining possession. That's what the Lopers have to do. And there's only 10:51 left in the first quarter. Can the Lopers make a 21-0 deficit before 10 minutes are up in the first quarter?
Boy, I tell you what, you look down on the field and you just see the spirit in the guys. They're all fired up today.
They are fired. Good defense, boy. Coach Terry Renner, the defensive coordinator for the Lopers, he's got them pumped, and they are capitalizing on the turnovers. So Harvey brings them up to the line. Omar Rogers, the slot back. To the right, split in, is Doug Banks. To the slot back to the left is Travis Valine in the backfield. The only lone runner is Nolan Byer. He gets the call. He's to the 4. He's at the 35, actually, and then down at the 33-yard line. Brought down by number 90 for the Highlanders, David Earl McGee. There we go, number 90, the left tackle.
Definitely, a good tough run there by Nolan Byer. Offensive line's doing a real good job today of opening up the holes there in the middle and around the corners.
From the backs change positions. Byer in the backfield, Omar to the right. That's Smith, that is. Harvey's getting under pressure. He's throwing. It's complete. Oh, out, in and out of the hands by Travis Valine. Valine thought there was a little pass interference, but the officials said no way. So bring up 3rd down and 6.
Looked like a real good defensive play there, Rich, by Kevin Wyckoff.
It's a way to stay in the pocket, as Harvey did, and looked for the open receiver. Valine coming right back to him, and it's just right in and out of his hands. But good defensive play, like you said, for number, what was that number you said?
Number 24.
24, Kevin Wyckoff. I'd like to thank Mr. Hardesky giving us some pointers on the little TV. The way we learn, the better we get. Harvey gives it to Byer. He's still on his feet. He's down to the 28-yard line off that right tackle play. That's really been the play that's really been helping the running game for the Lopers.
Picked up about, 3 yards there, Rich?
About 3, because it's going to bring up 4th down and 6. I hope, yeah, there we go. So I don't want to get us in that 5th down deal here, controversy. I don't think I want that. Colorado and Missouri, they can battle it out. Today, the Huskers
Going for it on fourth.
That's right. 4th and 4, they're going for it. Harvey gonna give it to Rogers. Oh, not Schmidt in the backfield. Nowhere to go. Change of possessions. Here we go with New Mexico Highlands with the offensive series, while the defense that's playing really well for the Lopers. Take it at their 32-yard line for the Highlands. 9:18 left in the first. I'm just glad we brought you out of the old dungeon or the attic of the old DJs and announcers of sports, whatever you want to say, and welcome back to the press box, Mr. Schaefer.
Sure, it's great to be here today. It's a real nice day.
Nice day. The wind's hardly blowing.
Wouldn't miss a game for the world.
In motion, number 29, Montoya. McLeod fumbles the ball, but on the stop, giving a little touch play here, was number 97 for the Loper defense.
Just kind of a miscommunication between the snapper and the quarterback there. Just dropped it on the ground and had to fall on his own fumble.
Frank McMill, the defensive tackle, a sophomore from Hawk Springs, Wyoming, trying to get the ball from McLeod. McLeod just was right there. Bad snap from the center to McLeod. Dustin Long just didn't get to the quarterback, so let's see what we can do. There's going to be a pass play. McLeod rolls left. He's looking for out on the side, number 19, Carl Bruer, that is. That's a nice name, Bruer, for not a first down. So it was only a gain of 9 on the play. So we'll bring up third down and 1. Nice to see the Lopers come out just the way they are. After that stunning upset at Emporia, I don't want to call it an upset, but the Lopers were playing really good ball. Just things didn't go their way. On the ground goes McLeod, a quarterback sneak, try to get the first down, and he does at the 45-yard line of the Highlands of New Mexico. And on the tackle, number 48, Dan Robbins. Number 44 as well was on the tackle for the defense. Tim Arts. Nice to see him in the game.
McLeod seems to have a lot of good poise and stuff sitting there as a freshman.
McLeod. And in the backfield is number McLeod looking down. It's going to 29 Montoya. Intercepted by number 28 for the Lopers defense. And that is Greg Smith, the strong safety, brought down by number 12 for the New Mexico Highlands. And he's not even on the roster even. They need to give us an updated roster once in a while up here, but number 12 on the tackle, we'll say.
Nice interception there. Again, you know, it's kind of overthrown his receivers, and good coverage by the Lopers on that play.
Greg Smith. The interception. The secondary of the Lopers are playing great. Harvey sets him down. Rogers to the right, along with Banks in the backfield. Byers around the reverse play. Down the lane. He's at the 40, the 45, and brought down by number 22 for New Mexico Highlands, Scott Eldridge.
It's 24-yard pickup there by Travis Vallon there.
Just a little round the back, reverse to the right side, and Valine found the hole and took it.
Definitely had him fooled on that one.
All three wide receivers come to the left side toward the screen. In motion goes Byer. Harvey's going to pass. Looks to Byer the right side, but he's coming this side. Intercepted by number 34, but on the tackle was number 67 for the Lopers, Pat Shaben. And on the interception was number 34, Mike Calmes, a defensive back from Phoenix, Arizona. He does have the ball aired out, just didn't have enough on it because Valine had the runner beat. But No go, because I think Harvey just didn't get a good grip on the ball and didn't have the momentum to throw in the ball as well as he did. And it's an interception. So it's going to be, this with a change of things, New Mexico's ball on the 18-yard line. McLeod will be the quarterback once again for New Mexico. Montoya, it's going, option play to the left, it's McLeod. He takes it himself. A very optionable team, New Mexico is. We saw that's most they've been running so far, is to the left, to the right in the option plays.
It's a tough 6 yards there by McLeod going off to the left side.
And Darren Gunn comes out along with number 73 for the Lopers, John Chappell. Lopers defense need to suck it up now. With a 14-0 lead, you want to keep them away from the end zone. In motion goes Montoya. McLeod gives it into number 33 in the middle for New Mexico, and that is Stan Randall, a gain of 2, and on the tackle, number 9 for Tony Spires, left corner for the Lopers. Good defensive play for the safeties and defensive backs to come up and support the hole.
Seems like a long game already. Still 6:05 left in the first quarter, Rich.
McLeod, goes option play to the right. He's down to the 4-yard line, and on the tackle goes number 48, Dan Robbins. A gain of 4 on the play. Brings up first down and goal. So far, the Lopers need to get somebody on the corners to get that quarterback on the option and then have a defensive back going on outside to pick up the pitch man.
He's a quick quarterback, I tell you what, and running the option play pretty well down there. Snuck on the inside there and stuck the ball out forward and dived for about 2 more yards.
Ferrer goes to the left side, and come right is Montoya in the backfield, Randall and Malone. McLeod rolls right. He's going to run it himself, and he's in there for the touchdown. Nobody dove for him, and it was easy access to the right side of the end zone. Just an option play to the right. McLeod scoring 6 for New Mexico Highlands. It could be called a broken play, but just the option around the way. But he has some good speed, some good wheels for the quarterback for New Mexico. And going to try for the extra point will be number 4, Kevin Donnelly, the place kicker, to make 7 if he can. The kick is up, and it is good right through the upright. So we have a score here at Foster Field of 14-7. Lopers on top. We'll be right back right after this. This is Channel 25.
Hi, I'm Morgan Fairchild. Education is still our best defense against the spread of AIDS and the harm that can happen when people are not informed. That's why the Will Rogers Institute is offering a free booklet that can give you the facts. You'll learn how AIDS can be caught. You'll learn the difference between having the AIDS virus and having the disease. And you'll learn how to protect yourself and your family. For your free copy, write the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
Welcome back to Foster Field. 14-7 score, 5-17. Lopers so far capitalizing on the turnovers, John, and that's what's helping the Lopers. But here we come with McLeod, the quarterback for the New Mexico Highlands, scoring a touchdown for himself from a 4-yard run out, and it's an all-new ball game, 14-7. The kick is underway by Romero, taken by Valine at the 18. Valine still on his feet, brought down by a host of New Mexico defensive backs, number 46 on the tackle for New Mexico, and that's David Medina.
Travis Bellin having some nice runs today. 1 for 24 and that punt return for 14 there.
The Lopers So you need to get the offense rolling because last week they struggled. And they need to see what they can do. Banks comes left at split in position. Slot back to the right is the one and only Travis Moline, number 16. In the backfield, Byer and Rogers. Harvey calls the signals. Pass play going a little out to Valine. Good catch. Around. He's on his feet and out at the... Ooh, flag. That should be a late hit by number 22 at defensive back for New Mexico. Scott Eldridge. Unnecessary hit out of bounds. He was out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Actually, a 37-yard line. And that is good for a first down and 10 for the Lopers. And with this personal foul, it's going to give them good yard position over on the Highlands side.
Got out of bounds there at the 42-yard line. Some quick step in there to make the 3 yards, the necessary needed for the first down. Some good feet work there by Travis Vallon.
Personal foul against Highlands of New Mexico. The officials for today's game, the referee is Tom Brown of Blair. Crew members are Jeff Smith, Mike Erdell, Roger Lorsch, Don Leahy of Blair, and Steve Russell of Omaha. Valine's in motion to the right. Harvey around the backside by Valine, just a little in motion, then come around the other side. It's like a reverse, but on the play, waiting for him is number 34, the one that had the interception, cornerback Mike Calmisi.
Pickup of about 2 yards on the play. Good tough run on the inside there by Travis Valine.
That's the second time they run that today. 4:40 left in the first. 16-yard pass play, along with the penalty. 3 wideouts to the left. Single back is Schmidt. Schmidt goes to the right side in motion. Harvey drops back to pass. Good motion. Oh, overthrew Omar Rogers. No place to catch. And Harvey knew that he threw a bad pass.
Had a lot on that pass and just got her a little too high for Omar to bring it down. Might have had some good yardage on that if he could have brought that in. There's one defender to beat to the end zone, and
what's bad about that, John, is that they had the defensive backfield for the Highlands. They were way off the receivers, and he could have picked anybody that he wanted, but he wanted to go with Omar in the middle. Back, a little screen play. The Rogers to the left side, down at the 37-yard line goes Omar. A gain of 3 for him. And it'll bring up 4th down and 5. It looks like the Lopers are going to come in a punt formation. And back is the punt is number 22, Dave Bangert. And back for New Mexico, there he goes. See what his number is. Randy Montoya. See if he get a good kick and get it placed down between the 5 and the goal line. Long signals.
They're trying to get New Mexico to draw them off sides, I believe there, Rich.
Bangert, nice punt. Nice punt. It's going to be fair catch signal is brought down by the one and only Randy Montoya, number 29, and it goes in the end zone, so it'll be a touchback at the 20-yard line for New Mexico. Just announced over the PA, the Lopers ladies volleyball team won again today, making their record 27-0. It's a bad thing for the volleyball team. They haven't been placed in any ratings yet. And Coach, I think her name's Meyer, I hope, and she's really done a really good job with the volleyball team. But back to football action. In motion goes Montoya to the right side. McLeod gives it a fumble on the play. That's twice in the backfield, but recovered by McLeod and Malone in the backfield. But that's going to be a loss. That'll be a loss to McLeod.
6-yard loss there on the play, Rich.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 16.
It's about a 7-yard loss, actually.
2nd down and 16 for New Mexico. Big crowd on hand here at Foster Field, as I said. It is homecoming 1990. McLeod back to pass. He slips, and he gets out of the way. Oh, nearly intercepted by Nayberry, but there's a flag on the play back, and his knee touched with in the grass, we're going to call. And with him is number 95 for the Lopers defense, and that is Mr. Andy Falk, middle backer. Playing right behind Darren Gunn in the middle backer position.
Andy Falk, excuse me, defensive end, 230-pound sophomore out of Albion.
And also, they're going to go back because we have holding against the New Mexico Highlands, so the ball's is going to stay where it is, and it's going to be 3rd down and 21. 24, that is. That's what the clock man says. Taking down 24. Ball is on the 6-yard line of New Mexico. McLeod drops back. Could be in a safety. Nope, he gets away. He's at the 5. He's on his feet, and down he goes on the tackle. Mike Arnold, along with Greg Smith, the strong safety for the Lopers.
It's tough defense by the Lopers there. He got in the inside there, and he thought we were going to get a touchback on that one, Rich. He had no place to go.
So, bringing out the punt formation will be New Mexico, and back deep for the Lopers will be number 31, Omar Rogers, and number 20, Doug Banks.
And we're kicking her deep from the end zone.
Let's see if Banks can run her back again. He's Banks and Rogers back at their 40. Actually, New Mexico's 47-yard line. The punt is low, and it gets over their heads. Still on their, that's a good kick, but on his feet. There they go at the 30. Here comes Doug Banks. Down he goes at the 35-yard line. Well, New Mexico bounced to get it down there. It could have been placed at the 47 and on, but the ball bounced over number 31, Omar Rogers' head. So they'll have to take the benefit of the doubt and have the ball at the 35-yard line of the Lopers.
A low kick, but like you say, with the bounce, went right over his head, and it's kind of fortunate we couldn't get her and probably have her up near the 50-yard line.
Well, so far it's been a seesaw battle, back and forth. No scoring spins going since far. It's 1:36 left in the first. Byer gets the call. He's at the 35, that is, to the 37. They'll mark it at the forward progress. And he'll be at the 37, so it'll be a gain of 2 for Nolan Byer. There's one thing you have to strive. The offensive line of the Lopers have been playing outstandingly well for the Lopers, making those holes for Nolan Byer to gain. And in this year, Nolan Byer is the leading rusher with, he's been attempted in 6 games, 84 attempts, 380 yards gained, 19 yards lost, and he's a netting of a 361 yard so far in 6 games. And his biggest game was against West Texas State University here in Kearney, 19 attempts for 97 yards. Harvey back to pass. Valine. Harvey just hasn't been on the ticket yet, really.
Let's have a little problem getting a lot on the ball today, and there's no wind blowing or nothing, and it's getting a lot on the ball. If you get her down a little bit, we'll start seeing some more catches.
Well, Valine was wide open at the first down marker. So let's see if they can get her going. 3rd down and 8. They come out into a 3-receiver side to the left with Valine, Rogers, and Banks. And in the backfield, as usual, Nolan Byer, 34. Harvey sets him down. 3rd down, look for a pass play. Nope, they're going to give it a draw. It's Byer. He's at the 45. He's down at the 47-yard line of the Lopers. That's a good offensive coaching call by Coach Boroff to outwit him with the passing way and give him with a delay to Nolan Byer in the backfield.
Good run there. 12 tough yards there up the broken open hole, and got where he needed to be for the 1st down.
Just like they saw right at the beginning of the game against Peoria, that's what they used. Used Nolan Byer, try to get the rushing accomplished. Same set as last time. Harvey dropping back to go into Banks. Banks with a completed pass. Good to see him catch the ball. Close to a first down at the 42-yard line.
Should be another first down. I made it by about a half yard there.
The 42-yard line of New Mexico. Coming out of the game will be Donnie Lee. And bringing the play will be number 82. Actually, that's number 83, Mike Long. Coach Boroff still on the sideline telling Long the play, and here he comes into the picture. New Mexico, long trip up. You think it'll be a little lag in their legs so far?
Yeah, you know, they're coming on to a different kind of a climate here. It's a lot more cooler up in Nebraska, I'm sure, as it is down south.
They'll do it for the first quarter with the score of 14-7. Lopers on top. It'll be first down and 20 for the Lopers. This is Loper football on Channel 25.
Serious eye injuries can happen in the home, the yard, the workplace, or the sports field. So play it safe. Wear heavy-duty safety glasses or goggles like these when using tools that could send particles flying. Wear impact-resistant sports goggles when playing racket sports, basketball, or any game in which your eyes can be hit by a flying object or by another player. This simple precaution can save your sight. A message for eye safety from the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
Welcome back to Foster Field, everybody. Second quarter, 14-7. Lopers on top. Switch sides on the field. Lopers will go down to the southway, and as New Mexico rides their way and their stuff to the north.
I'd like to take just a second here and thank all of our football game sponsors today out of Kearney Killian Motors, Bogart's Food Stores, Kearney State Bank, the Big Apple, and Platte Valley State Bank for bringing us KSC Loper football.
So far, the injury report on Russ Bailey has not been yet acquitted up here to the press box, so we'll check it out. Harvey rolls back. He's going to pass. He's going to go inside. Tries the lane. Ooh, dangerous pass. Nearly picked off by number 41 for the defense of New Mexico. Mike Ulibarri, inside backer. That was a dangerous pass to throw in the middle. And Harvey didn't have nothing to go, and he had to get rid of it instead of having a big, tough loss.
Russ really having a lot of poise there. Waits till the last minute, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Buckets and a lot of poise. Sits right up there.
I was right about the volleyball coach, Rosella Meyer. She's done a really great job. 27-0 record after today. Man, that's really wonderful for the volleyball team. Harvey sets him down. Fakes it to Rogers. Good block by Rogers. Harvey got time to pass. He's going in the middle. Banks, touch. Oh, what a catch. To the 39-yard line. Banks, that's what we have to see. Doug Banks with the catch. A gain of 25, that is. No, 24. Gain of 24 for Doug Banks. Good reception. Donnie Lee comes out and coming into the play. Mike Long, the other tight end. That's how they get the plays in and out once in a while. So far, they're finding the holes in the secondary of New Mexico. Rogers in motion. Harvey's going to take himself to the right side, a keeper, and he's still on his feet, and down he goes at the 33-yard line. A pickup of 5 on the play, so it'll bring up second down and 5 at the 33.
It's Russ Harvey's first rush of the day there, Rich, and met the guy head on. Pretty good run there.
Russ Harvey, known for his running. He can really run and juke and try to get as much as possible of yardage that he needs to try to get the first down when he needs it. The only running back in the backfield is Byer. To the left goes Rogers and Banks. A lean to the right side. Mr. Hands, they call him. He's really caught the ball well. Rogers in motion. Pitch play to Byer. Byer, ooh, knocked right at the line of scrimmage by... If I can check her out. Take away my roster here. Number 66, defensive end Antonio Quintanilla on the tackle for New Mexico. New Mexico got some size, along as does the Lopers. The offensive line is shooting them out. And that's what you need to see, and that's what makes a good game go when everybody's playing well. Harvey's back to throw, dives it into Valine. Good for a first down. Smart play by Russ. He was about to run with the ball, and then he saw Valine coming back to him, and good completion. So it'll be a first down and 10 for the Lopers. That's the 6th first down for the Lopers so far in this game.
Pretty good play by Travis there. Just got to the, Russ was kind of in a little bit of trouble, had to scramble out a couple yards ahead before he hit Travis. He got right to the first down marker, right for the first down.
Single setback goes Byers. Little quick pass. Ooh, right out of that. Right at the fingertips of Donnie Lee. Excuse me.
Donnie Lee's out of Grand Island High, 250-pound tight end. He's a senior here this year.
He knows what he's doing. He's this little tight end right from his position, a little go up and come across the inside, and it's just right out of reach. But it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10, and Lopers are looking for another goal here in the 2nd quarter. Jazz Valine had 25 times. He caught the ball for 391 yards. He's averaging 15.6 yards on his. Harvey goes down in the backfield, brought down by number 31 for the defense, and that is Roy Jennings. He's a running back, they say, on the roster, 205, a sophomore from Albuquerque, New Mexico. So this is going to really hurt the Lopers. 2nd down and 20 to go. Actually, 3rd down and 20. Ball is on the 36. 12 minutes exact left on the clock in the half. Lopers on top. Crowds up on the perch over by the scoreboard. The pass. Oh, that looked like now they're not. Nope, they're both going for the ball. Travis Valine trying to get up as he could, and 34 right with him, and that is Mike Calmisi, the cornerback. Good coverage. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 20, and it assumes they'll bring out Dave Banger and the kicking game.
I think they kind of ruled that uncatchable. It was quite a ways above his head there.
Has 3 passes today. Harvey's thrown over his receivers. And back in deep for New Mexico. That's Montoya going to receive the punt. Banger back to kick. Oops, someone moved. They're pointing at the right guard. And that looks like the right guard for the Lopers.
I don't know what's going on that play. A lot of the Lopers up on
Tim
the line
McCall.
there, pointing over there to the defense, pointing down at the ground. I don't know if one of them was already offsides, but it looks like the Lopers might have jumped.
It's against the Lopers, but the officials are going to still confirm it here. No indication yet by head referee Tim Brown. They're going to pick up the flag. No fraction in the game yet so far for the Lopers. Ball's on the 36. Banger back to punt. He's standing at the 49-yard line of the New Mexico Highlands. They're going to try to get this. They're going to go for the block.
Kind of looks like they're in the neutral zone. The Lopers keep pointing that way.
Good kick by Banger. It's up. It's going to be taken by Montoya. It's going to be fair catch. Oh, get on that. It looked like it was touched by one of their players. And what were they going to hit? Looked like number 24 for New Mexico. Terrence Bobbs touched it. But nobody's going to argue with it, so it's going to be 1st down and 10. New Mexico's ball at the 15-yard line.
That was a real good punt. That hit about that 6-yard line. It took a New Mexico bounce backwards, about 9 yards.
Nayberry, Vokalek, Smith in the secondary for the Lopers. It's McLeod giving it to Malone around the left side. He's at the 20, he's at the 25, and out of bounds he goes by number 55, Darren Gunn, on the defensive play. They run a lot of power I and option plays so far as New Mexico.
It's a pickup of about 12 yards, I believe, on that. Haven't seen a lot of passing out of New Mexico Highlands today, for sure. Keeping her on the ground.
Well, if you have a quarterback and a running back personnel that have some speed, you probably would like to get the running game established as soon as possible in the game. 11:31 left in the half. Handoff into Tim Randall. He's not going to get much, possibly a gain of 1. Will bring up 2nd down and 9 for New Mexico.
Pretty good defensive play there. Loper line just coming around, trying to come around the right side, just closed her right off, and the wall was in action.
A lot of homecoming activities today went underway. The homecoming parade that went on at 10 o'clock today. And the football game at 1:30, and then they got like the dance tonight at the Ponderosa Room at the Student Union. McLeod, option play to the right. Malone, oh, knocked back. Does he go? That's number 8. Tim Elson, and he on the play is number 28. Greg Smith, the strong safety for the Lopers. Good play. That's a way to take.
Tim Arts right in there, made a good stop there also, the junior out of Lincoln East.
Tim Arts, outside linebacker, along with 28, Greg Smith on the stop, and that's the way to do it. Banger comes in for the D, and back deep.
Just got to kind of shut down your momentum there and get knocked back like that.
Watch out. This might be the first pass play of the day. And DJ and Greg Nayberry do know what's coming up. You never know. They can go with the running back draw. It's pass play. McLeod drops back. He rolls right. He could run, but he's going to pass. Completed to Barrer at the 38-yard line. It's going to be good for a first down, and that is a pickup of 15. Both of them slipped on the ground right there, and right there McLeod put the ball right on the money, and it's good for a first down. Little out play. So the ball's going to be spotted at the 38-yard line with 9:40 left in the second quarter. McLeod slips him down. Power I set to the right. Brewer split right. McLeod runs option to the right side, but he was nearly brought down for a loss by number 75 for the Loper defense. Marvin Watts, the right end, but escaped his clutches and had a gain of 3, but there's a flag on the play.
It's kind of looking like it might be holding on the offense there.
That's going to help the Lopers in any considerable amount. Foster Field on the grounds of the Kearney State College campus in Kearney, Nebraska.
It's a 10-yard penalty there on New Mexico.
So they're going to say it's holding, a 10-yard penalty, back down to the 28-yard line. It's going to be first down and 20. Ball is on the 28. McLeod sets him down. Lone back is Randall.
Let's say that the blitz is on this one.
Fumble on the play, and the Lopers have it. That is the 3rd time in today's game the center and quarterback for New Mexico have never came attached with the snap of the ball, and it's going to work for the Lopers, and it's going to be Lopers' ball at the 28-yard line going the other way.
Might be a little bit of a problem there with the handling on the snap. That's a freshman quarterback. We don't know how much he's played or if he has played before. McLeod seems to have real good talent and really good speed.
Harvey brings him down. Going back, Spire. He gets the call. He's a gain of 3, it looks like, or 2. Unscramble the pile, and on the tackle, number 53, Jose Esquivel.
Where the crowd is really getting into today.
Nice to see it. I like to see a lot of happy faces in the crowd. 14-7 so far. There's something to be proud of.
Definitely got to make them happy.
Thanks to Valine left. Harvey's going to pass. He has Valine in the end zone. Good catch by Banks, though. Good catch. One-handed catch at the 5-yard line by Don Banks. But boy, did he have Travis Valine in the end zone he could have went to.
I sure don't think that pass was intended for Doug Banks. I think it was a little bit underthrown there, and Banks in between the two defenders two defenders just happened to pull it out of the sky. So really good play there.
Good, good. And on the tackle was the cornerback, number 34, Mike Calmisi. Big pickup of yardage. Going to bring up first down and goal for the Lopers.
It's a 22-yard pickup.
Harvey's going to fake the hand. He's going to find somebody. That looked like the play that they used to defeat West Texas State a couple weeks ago. Honest. It's just like a broke-up play. He fakes it to Byer. Then he runs the right side like a bootleg, has the ball hidden by his right side. Then he brings it up and he tries to find somebody in the end zone. And nobody was anywhere to be seen to throw the ball to, and he threw it out of bounds. So it's going to bring up another chance for the Lopers, 2nd down and 5.
Kind of a bootleg shuffle, I believe, around the end.
Bootleg shuffle.
New conception of a play right here at Kearney State College.
Byer, the lone setback. Harvey rolls left, rolls right, with the option play, but he takes himself into a gain of 3 down to the 2-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 2. That's the first time the Lopers ran the option today.
Lopers look pretty good on the option play. Getting around the end, we're on the short side of the field. Didn't have too much room left to get around the end there, so I think Russ just packed her away and took it himself. Stuck in between 2 defenders and come up with 3 yards.
Well, Lopers, I hope they don't give up a turnover. They're going to talk about this. Harvey's going to come to the sidelines and talk to Banks. So, with the score of 14-7, 7:34 left on the clock, this is Loper football on Channel 25.
Want to do something really, really nice for your friends? Next time you go out with them, if they're going to be drinking alcohol, offer to be the designated driver for the evening. That means you stick to non-alcoholic drinks and drive everyone home safely. Next time, one of them can do the same thing for you. You could be saving them from being arrested or having a serious accident. You could even be saving their lives. Now that's what I call a friend. For more information on drinking and driving, write the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
Right back here at Kearney State College. Kearney State Lopers are taking on the New Mexico Highlands. If you just join us, the score is 14-7 in favor of Kearney State, and we have 7:34 left in the second quarter of the first half.
Donnie Lee comes in with the play. See if the Lopers can establish a point game here. Byer, and the eye set. Byer and Rogers in motion, comes Bank to the right side. It's a big call to Rogers, and he's just short. He is just a foot away from the end zone. Gaining 1 yard, so bring up 4th down and 1. And on the tackle is number 47 for the Cowboys. And that is Larry Tyner.
Boy, the crowd's backing them on this one.
The crowd is on their feet here at Foster Stadium. Eye back, in motion, stops, goes to the lane, goes the other way. Harvey gives to Rogers, no, he's short. So it's going to be 4 in and 4 out for the Lopers. He tried to plunge through to the left side. Omar knew that he never got it, and he was frustrated with himself. So the defense, Coach Terry Renner, going to get them pumped, and they're back on the field. See if the Lopers can get a turnover by the New Mexico.
You got to feel good. Got to feel good if you're the defense for sure. Coming on the field, having the ball within the 1 yard line. Got a good chance of safety, you know, and you got to be pumped on that.
The ball. What's that?
We'll see if the quarterback and the center have trouble getting the snap.
The ball on the 1 foot line. McLeod is trying to get out of there, and he does, and he gets a gain of 4 on the play. Actually 5, that is, being up 2nd down and 5 at the 6 yard line of New Mexico. Well, the Lopers came down, they battled, they tried to get it in. They got down to the 1 yard line, had 2 attempts at it, and no go.
I'd like to see him shut him down inside here. Lopers defensive line looking strong there.
Scoring average, touchdowns by rushing. Lopers have 5 rushing touchdowns so far and 8 passing.
Well, 3 of the Lopers looks like they jumped the gun, but I do believe it should be on the offense there. They called it against the Lopers.
Lopers in the neutral zone, so it's going to be a big yard penalty gain for the Cowboys. Cowboys chasing the Lopers right now. Because Lopers are on top, 14-7. Halftime statistics, we'll have those for you. Stay tuned for that. They're going to have homecoming ceremonies later on today. Fumble once again, but McLeod gets on it, but he's wrapped up by a host of Loper football defensive players. And on the bottom of the pile, Darren Gunn, along with Garland Bryant, DJ Vokalek, and number 48, 44, Tim Arntz. And as I said, for the defense, number 45, Dan Robbins with that injured knee against Adams State a while back.
Got a wild wasp running rampant there, Rich. Don't
got him.
Don't let him get you there.
I got him. They call me the Hammer for nothing. First down and 10. McLeod in motion goes Montoya. It's going to be an option play to the right. Lopers trying to spread it out. Trying to get him. Darren Gunn on the tackle. Fumble on the play. But recovered by New Mexico. Sean Malone.
Actually picked up about 3 more yards. Fumble went forward about 3 yards before it was recovered.
Luckily for Sean Malone to be in the vicinity of the ball. And it's going to be a 2nd down and 3. Nearly picked up by number 18, Mike Arnold, on the left side in the secondary. Banger, Arnold, Vokalek, and Smith in the secondary for the Lopers. Robbins, Darren Gunn, the linebackers, the force, the 5 set up deep on the defensive line for the Lopes. McLeod going to throw into the tight end. Interception! Interception by number 18, Mike Arnold, for the Lopers. Well, geez, that's 4 turnovers the Lopers already have. And 5, actually 6 times the Cowboys have lost the ball.
Yeah, McQuaid's got fumbled the ball twice on the center, the quarterback snap, and Lopers covered twice there. We have 2 interceptions. One was by Greg Smith and the other was by Mike Arnold there for the Lopers.
That's his first interception. Mayberry, Banger, and Vogelek, the other people in the season so far, have an interception. Mayberry only having the yardage of the interception of 23. So there are 4 interceptions so far for the secondary. Looking over the Cowboy defense goes Harvey, gives it a fire. He looks for the hole. He is knocked down at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 3, so they'll bring up 2nd down and 7. And on the tackle for New Mexico.
Looks like we got a little New Mexico player A little slow getting up there. That's number 41, Mike Uraberry, linebacker out of Albuquerque, senior.
And he's the one that made the stop. The Lopers show a lot of unity in that huddle. Their team not to be reckoned with. Know what they're doing. Timeout against the Lopers, so we're going to take a timeout here. The score, 14. The clock is goofed up.
Shows 188 to 18. I don't believe that is the true score.
I don't know what the deal is, but we'll take a timeout. It's Loper football here on Channel 25.
I'm Leslie Nielsen, and this is something I know about personally. That's back injuries. It can be very painful and debilitating. Now, here's some of the ways to prevent them. Use a chair with proper support, especially in the lower back. Get up and move around every 20 minutes or so. Lift the right way. Knees bent, back straight. Tighten the stomach muscles. Push up with your legs. Exercise your stomach muscles. They can save your back from too much stress. Now, if the back pain is severe or persistent, then see your doctor. This is a message from the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
Well, they're trying to get the clock back to working order, and we'll get that going underway. And we're in the second quarter, 14-7 score. Lopers still officially 4:02 left in the second quarter, and we know it's 14-7 as the score, and they're going to talk about this.
I think they're going to let them start out until they get the clock all corrected there, Rich.
Now they have 14:02. There you go. There you go. We're getting her straight now. The referee, Tim Brown, talking to the clock operator on the sideline, I assume. So far, you know, Russ Harvey, he's really doing his thing. He's finding the open receiver. A couple of the passes are too high and overstrung for the player. But so far, the Lopers are doing their thing at the offensive part of the aspect of the game.
It sure looks like that when he's putting a little too much on the ball, and that's when he's throwing it a little high. We're coming off the game last week, a little bit windier conditions, of course, and settle down and get things going. Russ is going to have a good game.
The Loper defense is really playing one heck of a game as well as the offense. I mean, they've come up with 3 interceptions, 1 fumble off 6 turnovers for New Mexico, and that's something you can't be reckoned with. Lopers are playing great defense, great offense both ways. The clock is trying to get into shape.
Looks like I see our very own Chuck Sailstrom down there taking a few home movies on a nice day like this.
Yeah, can we get a picture of Chuck down there? Well, the game is going to get underway. We're going to take that first of all. Who wants to see Chuck anyway? Harvey brings him down. Come right is Banks. Valina in motion. Double tight end set. Harvey set the back. He's going to pass. He's going to end zone. Oh, Valane, touchdown! Valane in the right side corner. Good pass by Harvey. Right on the money and makes the score 20-7.
Definitely a wide open play there, Travis Vallon in the end zone.
Boy, both of them were. Banks and Valane. Boy, they're running the patterns pretty darn well here at Foster Field. So, 3:18 left in the half. We have a score of 22-7. Grauerholt's going to attempt the extra point. The snap, the kick, and it's good, making the score 21-7. With that score, 3:18 left in the half. We'll be right back. This is Loper Football on KSTV Channel 25.
Do you drink more when you feel under pressure?
When sober, do you often regret what you said or done while drinking? Have you failed to keep promises you made to yourself about cutting down on drinking? We have 26 questions that can tell you whether it's alcoholism that's tearing up your life. 26 questions with one big answer to your problems.
For your free pamphlet, call your local affiliate of the National Council on Alcoholism, or toll free 1-800-NCA-CALL.
Well, Lopers scoring on the pass reception to Travis Valine. And how many yards was that, John?
28-yard pass play there by Russ Harvey. Right on the money.
It was just up and away into the end zone touchdown. Grauhelt's going to kick it away. Back deep is Montoya. Montoya is going to get a call this time. He's going to take it at the 7-yard line. He's going. A good block. He has blockers. He's great. He moves. He could be away. Grauhelt misses him. Only person they get him could be number 27, but it's touchdown. Randy Montoya anyway.
That's about a 73-yard punt return.
You have to give the rest of the team a good blocking for that hole for Randy Montoya. And just to switch things around, that makes it 21-13, 3:05. Big plays in the game so far on both sides of the team. Both sides here in today's game. Only person he had to beat was number 20. You always take my roster for some reason. I do not know why. Number 27, Mark Hagedon, was chasing him all the way to the end zone. Just couldn't get him. And Montoya had some wheels.
The place kicker, Darren Grauerholtz, had a shot at him too there.
Gonna kick the extra point, be number 4. And that is Kevin Donnelly, and it's good, and it's through the uprights. So just like that, makes it 21-14, a 7-point game once again. Lopers will get another chance at the ball and try to go up with a 14-point lead before half. Yeah, like I said, it's homecoming. And they announced by John Ryan, the student activities coordinator, homecoming royalty and other competition winners. They're going to be announced during halftime today at 1:30 of this game between New Mexico and Kearney State. And the homecoming activities week on the campus have included a mini rodeo, lip sync contest that already been done, musical chairs competition that's been done, pie eating contest I wish I could have been in, and a homecoming dancing concert that's going to be going tonight. And I'll give you the homecoming candidates. They are from Bertrand, Mark Dowkey, son of Dean and Marcia Dowkey of Bertrand. And then from Fairbury, Reg Ayers, son of Mr. and Mrs. John Karenbauer of Fairbury. And from Omaha, Scott Moore, son of Richard and Gloria Moore of Omaha. And the homecoming queen finalists will be coming up right after we get another break in the action. And gonna kick it off will be number 4, Kevin Donnelly. Donnelly's going to kick it to the Valine and Banks. A low but nice long kick. Valine's going to take it at the 6. He's at the 20. He's at the 30. And over he goes. A little pushing and shoving going on out there. Valine, but on the tackle is number 46 for the Cowboys. And that's David Medina, a linebacker, a junior from Roswell, New Mexico.
25-yard return there, Rich, by Travis Fallon, number 16 for the Lopers. Right up the middle.
There's a lot of time, 3 minutes exact to get a score here and go up by 14. 21-14 the score. High back formation, Byron Rogers, Banks and Valine. It's going to be a pass play, and it's going to go deep. And Valine could be, Valine to the kick. Oh, in and out of his hands. And on the play was number 24 for the Cowboys. Now is Kevin Wyckoff. And boy, that was just right there.
Looked like it could have been a little bit pass interference there, but the ref was right on top of the play, and it seems to be just a real good play there on the defense.
So, brings up second down and 10. The ball is on the 30 plus 1 foot line. If you want to be technical about it. 2:53 left in the half. Lone set back, that is Byer. Come to right is Valine. It's going to be a Byer play, but right there waiting for him is number 53 for the D. Tight at linebacker, outside linebacker, Jose Esquivel on the tackle. So it's going to bring up third down. That was a loss of 3. And it'll be third down and 13. Okay, that's homecoming royalty, as it always is. Students voted this week for the 1990 Kearney State College Homecoming King and Queen. And they'll be announced today at halftime. We'll get that live on here, so stay tuned for that. Harvey in the pocket, down he goes on the quarterback sack.
Kind of looked like the ball popped loose there, but I think that was just Russ pulling it in on the way down.
Number 85 for New Mexico. 86 that is, Carl Milligan. He was right there to take Harvey down. He found a hole in the offensive line, was able to get to Harvey. So with the fourth down, it's sticking in their face. So with a loss of 5, it's going to bring up fourth down and 18. And the ball is on the 22-yard line, so they're going to kick it away. And Dave Bangert, number 22, is going to do the kicking.
Dave Bangert is a sophomore defensive back out of Lawrence. Lettered as a freshman and has all the necessary tools to contribute to the Kearney State College, and is doing a very good job this year of it, if I might add.
That's good. Lettered 4 years in football at Guide Rock High, who was an All-State I-back and captained the All-State team his senior year. At Guide Rock High in Lawrence, Kansas. Back deep for the Cowboys, number 29, Randy Montoya. Bangert, they're going to try to block it. They want to get this ball bad down here for some good field position. And boy, Sean Malone is just shooting around, trying to find a hole. Lopers will need to block him. Low snap, but a flag's on the play. The kick is up, and it's coming to the right side. It's going to take a bounce for Kearney, and it's going to go down at the 33-yard line. But there is a flag back at the 20-yard line. Good kick by Bangert, try to get out of the hole.
Good kick under good pressure there.
And the call is going to be offsides against New Mexico. Are they going to punt it again or decline it? We'll see. Number 43 for the Lopers, going to go out and talk to Tim Brown, the head referee. That's Sean Hagedin. And they're going to take the ball at the 33-yard line. They're going to decline it. So, Lopers D back on the field. Mayberry and number 9, Tony Spires, are going to be back in the secondary for the Lopers, along with Dave Bangert and Mike Arnold. Going right side goes Montoya for the Cowboys. Tom's left is Barrere, that is. And in the backfield split backs, Randall and Malone. Back to pass goes McLeod. He passes down the middle, complete to Barrere. Barrere with the completion at the 45-yard line. But there is a flag back at the 29-yard line. As against the Lopers, the Cowboys are indicating. So Lopers just dropped back in the zone, and Barrere just got right in there and found the open spot, and McLeod found him.
Yeah, defensive holding on that one, Rich, against the Lopers.
That's going to hurt.
That's a 23-yard pass play.
They might, I don't know what's the ruling on this. If they decline it, they'll keep it there. And if they take it, yeah. They decline it because they get more yardage out of it with a pass play.
Sure.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Quarterback number 5, McClade, the freshman, had a pretty good pass on that time. Right over the middle.
Beautiful day for football. 1:34 left in the second quarter. The ball is placed at the 44-yard line. McLeod pitches it to Malone, left side. He gets around Mayberry. Nice check and juve. And out he goes at the 29-yard line. It's good for first down. They have to get someone up there to stop that running. Around the ends by number 2, Sean Malone.
13-yard pickup on a first down, enough for another first down.
High back formation. Ellison back in and the lineup at the I. McLeod, yeah, no, he throws it. He good pass. Gets it, but he slips. Number 32, that is. 33, Stan Randall Jr., the running back, found him. Barely.
For the freshman, McLeod is sure hard to get a hold of there. He's quick.
McLeod,
agile.
right there is a Randall Cunningham play, if I haven't seen one.
You got it.
But it's only a gain of, actually a loss of 1, a foot that is, and so bring up second down 11. A long 10, a long short 11. McLeod to pass. It's a nice out long play, but McLeod just gets rid of it. So it'll bring up third down at 11. Good thing to do because that ball was good potential of being intercepted.
Also shut the clock off to give him 40 seconds left.
I don't know how good their kicker is, but every kicker can be lethal, so they need to keep him out of between the 20 and goal line. If they get him in there, they might have a chance to make an extra point or so. 40 seconds left. 21-14 score, second quarter. 1 timeout New Mexico has. 2 timeouts left for the Lopers. 3rd and 11. Ball is on the 30-yard line. McLeod back. He escapes the clutches of Garland Bryant, but down he goes at the 28-yard line by Dan Robbins. A way to get back to the line of scrimmage as he could.
Picked up 2 yards on a play. Could have been a loss of about 15, I believe.
Good play by Garland Bryant trying to get him down in the backfield, but no so guarantee there. And New Mexico is going to take their final timeout in this half with 11 seconds left on the clock. And this will bring up 4th down and 9. This is the play they have to take a timeout and think about with their coaches. So with the score 21-14, 11 seconds left in the half. And we'll have homecoming royalty and all much more at halftime here on KSTV Channel 25.
For nearly half a century, we've fought America's #1 drug problem. We're the National Council on Alcoholism. NCA works to keep kids from drinking, to prevent alcohol-related birth defects, to keep our highways safer, and to help alcoholics and their families find help for the disease. For the facts about alcoholism and other drug addictions, call your local affiliate of the National Council on Alcoholism or toll-free 1-800-NCA-CALL.
Welcome back to Foster Field. Big game underway, that is. The Loper mascot flying around the track on his 3-wheeler. And we're ready to see if the Lopers can hold him on this last play for the Cowboys, possibly. They're going to go for 3 points. Like I said, they might be lethal. And number 4 going to kick the field goal is Kevin Donnelly. They snap, the kick is up. It's long enough. And no good. It's right to left. So the Lopers will take it over at the 28-yard line. And they got 5 seconds.
It's a good try, just didn't quite have the height on it. Just short by about 3 yards, I believe.
Got 5 seconds. See what they can do. You think they go with the bomb, or would they just sit on it?
I don't know. The way our pass plays have been working today for the Lopers, I would think that they should try the bomb.
Try to see if they can hit Valine.
Our guys sure seem to be getting open on the patterns.
Try to hit Valine, Banks, or Rogers. Because Rogers is going to... Well, they're going to come in a split back formation with Byron Rogers in splits. They might just sit on it. Yeah, that's what Harvey does. They're going to run the clock out. So, 21-14. And before we leave, I was going to give you the Homecoming Queen finalists And from here they go. The three finalists are from Bolus is Denise Trumler, a daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Franz Trumler of Bolus. She is a senior. And from Columbus, Amy Miller, daughter of Dennis and Kay Miller of Columbus. And from Columbus, Kathy Paprocki, daughter of Stanley and Coletta Paprocki of Columbus. You're listening to Loper Football on Channel 25 KSTV. Stay tuned. In just a minute, we'll have opening ceremonies and homecoming, so stay tuned.
Had 38 yards rushing, and Travis Bowen, modest 65 yards. Also, Russ Harvey had 8 yards rushing also.
That's Travis Valine there.
Travis Valine, excuse me. On a punt, we had one punt return that was for a touchdown. Doug Banks, 83 yards. That was opening play of the first quarter, and I believe that took 21 whole seconds off the clock there for that one. We also had, for passing, Russ Harvey had 96 yards passing in the first half, had a real good first half. A couple overthrows, but most of them, the ones he got down in there, were good long pass plays. Receptions, I have show Travis Valine for 35 yards, and also Doug Banks for 58 yards receptions for that one. Touchdowns, Doug Banks had an 83-yard punt return. Omar Rogers had a 2-yard run.
Right up the middle.
Right up the middle. Also interceptions, we showed Greg Smith and Mike Arnold for the 2 interceptions for the first half, and we had no fumbles got away from us. For New Mexico Highlands, for rushing, we showed Stan Riddle of 11 yards. Sean Malone, number 2, had 34 yards. Brian Hamilton rushed for 6 yards, and Bailey for 7 yards. Another good rusher came in. Their freshman was McClade. The freshman quarterback had 28 yards rushing in the first half. For passing, Bailey threw for 13 yards, and number 15, the freshman McClade, again for 38 yards passing. Receptions, we had Russ Brain had 8 yards in receptions. We had our touchdown. The first one was by McClade, was a 4-yard run. New Mexico Highlands also had 2 fumbles in the first half. They were both by McClade. On the center snap to the quarterback, McClade got lost, charged the fumbles to McClade, the freshman quarterback. Had one interception, number 34, Mike Calmes, picked off a pass by Russ Harvey. And their long punt return was for 73 yards by Montoya. That set up, that was a touchdown right in the end zone, 73 yards down the left-hand side.
Well, these two teams are both equal in the in the standings. I mean, both teams are 2-6 on the year. Lopers so far looking pretty good at that string, with winning here at Gloucester Field in Kearney. So we'll see if the Lopers can keep that up. And some other halftime statistics as well, as John had mentioned, scoring-wise was 21-14. Kearney State College was on top. In first downs, Kearney State had 8, allowing though to the Highlands they had 1 extra, 9. And rushes, yardage net, Kearney State College rushed for 28 times for 33 yards, and Highlands rushed 24 times for 75 yards. In the passing yardage, 95 yards complete for Kearney State and 46 for the visitors. And then for the rush, for return yardage, 55 on the punt returns and 38 for the Highlands. And then in penalties, the Lopers have been penalized 1 for 10 yards, and the Highlands 4 times for 35 yards. So far, the Lopers are staying away from the infractions on the field from the referees and the officials, and that's really helping out really well. And the captains went out and just talked about what was going on. The Lopers are out in the field, and the Lopers will kick it off at the start of the half, and New Mexico will receive the ball. And with the homecoming king and queen, here is John.
From Fairbury, the king was Reg Ayers, the son of Mr. and Mrs. John Carenbayer of Fairbury. He's a senior sponsored by the Case Hall Council as a resident and assistant in Case Hall. He's an Alpha Omicron Pi Social Sorority Big Brother and a member of the Psychology Club and Psi Chi Psychology Honor Society. He's a member of the Sigma Tau Gamma Social Fraternity for 4 years. And the queen was from Columbus, Amy Miller, the daughter of Dennis and Kay Miller. She's a senior sponsored by the Chi Omega Social Sorority. She's involved in Rho Lambda, an organization of sorority leaders, and Panahelnic Council, a sorority governing body. Rich?
All right. The one and only king and queen, homecoming 1990. The Trumpeters on the track as they play their little familiar tune. And they go off, and it's time for football. That's what it means. The Lopers going to be kicking up north, and the Cowboys will be receiving it going to the north. And we'll be back with the starting of the second half here on Channel 25 KSTV. This is Loper Football.
Asia has so many people who are hungry and sick. You may think any help we would give them would just be a drop in the bucket, but each drop can make a ripple of hope. Lutheran World Relief has shown that by working together, we can provide knowledge and resources that help people overcome their poverty, grow more food, and improve health care. If enough of us put a drop in the bucket, it will overflow. A message from the Lutheran churches in your community and Lutheran World Relief.
Welcome back to Foster Field, the one and only Kearney State College field of football. Head coach Claire Boroff taking on the head coach of New Mexico Highlands. And I have to find his name here.
It's George Martinez, Martinez, excuse me, on that pitch.
I need to get the names down once and for all. George Martinez and the Boroff clash today. And the second half is about to get underway as the officials go into position. And the big change today for New Mexico is their starting quarterback, Russ Bailey.
Looks like we got a slight breeze.
Very slight.
Out of the west, so shouldn't be affecting.
Number 17, Russ Bailey, out with an injury of some kind.
That's why we're seeing the freshman quarterback, number 5, McClade.
And there was just a penalty right before the game, right before halftime. The ball is going to be kicked at the 50. Unpersonal-like conduct against the coaching staff of New Mexico. So Lopers get a little help there, a 10-yard gain, where they usually kick it. So Greenhout's going to kick, and back deep in the end zone, 29, Montoya and Randall. And you're going to let that fly into the stands, let the fraternities catch the ball and keep it for a while. And it's time to get football action underway on the 20-yard line. And we're going to be back in defense. Going to have Robbins, Darren Gunn, along with Tim Arts at the linebacker positions. In the backfield, Dave Banger, number 22, 18, Mike Arnold, number 28, Greg Smith, and also number 6, DJ Vokalek. And at the line position, number 89, Garland Bryant's going to be in the defensive line for him, along with number 37, Shannon Hansen. Number 52, Gary Estes at the right tackle, and at the right end, number 75, Marvin Watts. McLeod sets him down, I-back formation, gives it to Malone on the left side. He's still on his feet. A host of Lopers trying to push him back. He takes forward, moving up to the 28-yard line, so it's going to be 2 yards short, second down and 2.
Defensive right side of the Lopers there defended the play well. Just a few missed tackles and just got to close her up a little bit faster. He kind of shot up in there past the first set of defenders and closed in on him and bowled away for about 3 more yards.
Hagedorn and Watts on the stop with DJ Vokalek and a bunch of others coming in to stop him. McLeod sets him down. Barrera to the right side. High back, full set, brings the right side. It's Malone. He is down to the ground by number 22, Dave Banger. Good play. And some words and fisticuffs go as well. And that is not number 2, Sean Malone. That is Ellison, number 8, running back Tim Ellison for the Cowboys.
Number 28 for the Lopers, Greg Smith. Good, kind of about halfway an open field tackle there, around the right side in. The run around the right side in. Kind of option type defensive play. The first blocker taking the first guy, his blocking back. And like I said, number 28, Greg Smith, getting in there for a nice tackle. It's a good play by the Lopers.
Dave Bankert making the tackle. You have to correct you there. 13:33. There's a pitch to Malone, left side. Watts trying to chase him. Smith trying to chase him, and out of bounds with the one and only person there, Mike Arnold, taking him out. And that's good for a first down, though. The ball is going to be placed at the 34-yard line of the Cowboys. Number 2 on the carry, Sean Malone.
Picked up about 5 yards on that one to get the first down.
Montoya comes right. Buere, B-U-E-R-E, the spelling for his last name, Buere. The left, movement in the line. I think this is going to go against the Cowboys. Number 70 for the Cowboys offensive line, and that is Dustin Long, the center. Oh, no. Going to be a defensive offsides against the Lopers. So good play calling by McLeod, the quarterback, to get him offside. So they're going to gain 5 on the play. So it's going to be first down and 5 for New Mexico. Going out for New Mexico is number 82.
Lopers coming in the second half. Just need to chill out a little bit and calm down. Big game for them here, and they're all psyched up.
Big break. First down and 5 for New Mexico. Ball is on the 38. McLeod goes reverse side to Malone, but brought down by Garland Bryant, Darren Gunn, and also number 28, Greg Smith on the tackle. So you see, gang tackling, that's the best thing you can see on a defensive standpoint.
3 tackles there. Sure, there was some missed tackles there for missed blocks there by New Mexico State, but the Lopers played it well and got in there and made the tackle.
You haven't seen much running inside for New Mexico because they know Darren Gunn and the rest of the linebacker core with Tim Martz, they can really plug it up. So we'll see what they can do. Receivers to the right side, split the backs. McLeod gonna pass. He goes down. Good catch by Barrera if he got it under it, and they say he did. So it's gonna be first down at the 48-yard line. Good catch. I mean, he comes back. That's the 3rd time he's been on his knees trying to catch the ball.
And he's been doing a good job. He gets to just to where he needs to go for the first down and comes up with the pass.
So, first down and 10. Lopers D needs to get that secondary, try to cover that out play. Number 19 with the catch, Carl Barrera. In motion, Montoya. There should be a false start. Yep. The back judge over here is going to call it. Going to be a delay of game against New Mexico. Going to be 5 yards. First down and 15 will be the ball, and the ball will be the call, and the ball will be on the 42-yard line.
Lopers getting right up to the line there. Still seem very intensive, making the big plays today.
Montoya left side, inside. First inside play of the day, and it's going pretty well. And out of bounds goes Tim Randall. Randall down to the 47-yard line.
6-yard pickup there.
Try to get back to the line of scrimmage, and they try to, and they get there with 1 yard short. So it's going to bring up 2nd down 11.
Kind of a missed tackle there on the outside there by one of the Lopers. Kind of around the end play there.
Gunn and Hagedorn come out of the defensive core for the Lopers. In goes Dan Robbins, number 48. 5-man D coming up with the safety splits is number 28. Craig Smith. McLeod going to knock it over. Good play by Mayberry. Oh, they're going to call defensive interference because he had his right hand on the shoulder pads. And it's a little dump pass to number 29, Montoya.
Kind of a close call there. Both kind of seemed like they might have been going for the ball, but the refs was, of course, right on top of the action. Sure, he can see her a little bit farther than we can see up here in the box. But
like they say, you better not be a sidearm chair umpire or official up here because they got a better view of it and they know what's going on.
Right on top of it.
Hagedorn and Gunn come back in the D, the nickel package. Out goes Mayberry and number 18, Mike Arnold. 1st down and 10 with the pass interference against Mayberry. McLeod sets him down. Gets a follow the play. Ball loose. See what's going on here. McLeod, they recover. The head referee Tim Brown from Blair says that was very close. That once again, that was a messed up cue play from McLeod to the running back Sean Malone in the backfield, and that was done to the bound.
I believe that was Bob Irwin, number 2, on the fumble recovery there. Excuse me, Sean Malone, number 2 for New Mexico on the fumble recovery there. He's out of Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, the TNT network. Wing back set to the right side. Ooh, I thought the split end jumped, but there's a flag on the play on the opposite side. As down the feet goes Malone, and down he goes. Dan Robbins on the tackle, and down he goes at the 40-yard line, but there's a flag back on the line of scrimmage, back at the 48-yard line.
Sure did look like the offensive line, the end there kind of moved for New Mexico Highlands. Hard to tell.
Offsides, Lopers. You might wonder if the offensive good play calling. I mean, at the line for McLeod for New Mexico, or someone's probably jumping back a little bit and that's why Lopers are jumping on offsides. Or there's one big deal, they could be in the neutral zone. But there, it didn't look like they're in the neutral zone.
It didn't look like he got back before it was snapped, though. Our defensive player there jumped, and looks like they snapped the ball as he was in the neutral zone.
I'd like to thank our cameraman, Dwayne, is that his name?
Dwayne Roja.
Dwayne the man, that's right. He's doing the camera action for us. Thank you very much. Montoya wings to the left, to the right goes Barrera. I-back formation, Malone along with Tim Randall, the fullback. Montoya in motion. Malone, there's a flag on the play. Malone goes out, could have a 1st down. Goes out of play at the 36-yard line, 37-yard line.
Sure seems to be a lot of flags flying today. Seems like about every play they're
just like they're raining down from the clouds.
Going. That's just exactly right.
And it's another offsides against the Lopers. This is killing the Lopers.
Yes, penalties are starting to add up here, especially in the second half.
They had, in the first half, 1 penalty for 10 yards. And that was that offside penalty. Or, I mean, the legal motion penalty. One of the two.
I think the Lopers are just all fired up. Coach Borough will probably give them a good talk, and a little too intense, settle down, and
I think he landed an airplane on Mr. Hardesky's head, that hairdo of his. It's nearly a fumbled up play by Ellison.
There's a loss of about 2 yards on the play.
I have to give him credit. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. You can hear that plane coming in.
Yeah, it's coming in. It's going to land on his head. No. Well, Ellison fumbling up the ball. It's going to be right back in the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. Bad thing for the Lopers, you know. They just have penalties, just hurting them and giving the first downs right back to the Cowboys of New Mexico. New Mexico Highlands. McLeod going to roll left. He's going to find somebody down. He has Barrera. Good. Oh, he knew he was going to get pounded, and he did by number 28, Greg Smith.
I think it kind of scared
Tony
him.
Spires, yeah. No, Tony Spires on the play. DJ Vogelak, the whole secondary. Dave Fingers.
Got up high in the air there, and you see the pass coming, and he had to reach for it above his head. And when you put yourself out like that, you're kind of leaving yourself open for, you know, some good hits. And I think he saw it was coming, got a little scared, and just tried to bring her down.
Nice athletic ability to jump up and try to grab it down, but just didn't hold on to the ball.
See, Rich, I see you had a sweater on there earlier. You kind of took her off. Kind of a nice day, isn't it?
It's a nice day. Temperature around 79 degrees, 70 around there. McLeod rolls once again to the left. He's going to pass. He's got a little dump play to number 12 for number 12.
Number 12. It's kind of a number that's kind of giving us a little bit of a problems here. They don't have him listed in the lineup, so I guess that's our mystery player of the game.
Brent Hartsell.
Brent Hartsell.
Hartsell.
Number 12.
Good catch by him. Sorry about that delay. We didn't have the name, but we got her now. Here's McLeod. He fakes it to Randall, gives it to Malone. He's pounded by number 44, Tim Arts. Right across the line. He is pumped. Arts is pumped. He knocked him over. Mayberry going to give him a 5-5 along with Greg Smith. And there's an injured player. And it could be a knee problem, and it's number 71 for New Mexico, and that's Gilbert Martinez from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
He's a pretty good-sized kid, 6'6", 275 pounds, outside linebacker, and that's got to be hard for them, hard for New Mexico if he has to sit out the rest of the game.
In the roster, they say that, but he's playing left tackle today for the Highlands, and he's going to get up and he's going to limp off. Something to do with that left knee or ankle.
An ovation by the crowd as they help him off the field.
I had a good comment from the head of the physical education department, Dr. Leckie. Said I look really nice, look sharp. He says that's what I should do every day. Ha, you got the money, I'll buy the wardrobe. Boy, it is nice and steamy up here. 9 minutes left in the third quarter, 3 timeouts apiece to both sides. In motion goes Montoya. McLeod fakes to Randall. He's option play to the left, but he keeps it and gets a gain of 4. Actually 3, that is, and bring up 3rd down and 6.
That's the first rush by. First time we've seen McLeod keep the ball here in the second half. Had good rushing first half. I believe McLeod rushed first half for 28 yards, so probably be seeing a lot more of him keeping the ball and rushing on there in the second half.
Just to refrain, number 12 for the Cowboys is Brent or Bart. Brent?
Looks like Brent Hartsell.
Brent Hartsell. Back in the grab, goes down McLeod, and DJ Vogelak, free safety. Good job by him. Down he goes by Greg Smith, and also number 85 for the Loper defense, Chris Houghton.
DJ's our leader in tackles this year in defensive position, and he has 66 tackles his last game.
Plus the added ones up this
looks like we got 67 tackles now. That was a really good play. That should get the Lopers all fired up.
Well, DJ, he knows how to pound him and give him a punishment.
I sure hate to see him coming my way.
McLeod leaves the field along with number 72, Chris Pacchio, and so the putter away will be Russ Bailey, number 17, but he's out, so it's going to be number 4, the place kicker, Donnelly, and DJ Vogelak's just going to let her go, and the ball's going to be down at the 8-yard line of the Lopers. But there is a flag on the play. Once again.
Another. Again, of course, you know. Seen a lot of yellow today, that's for sure.
Illegal motion against the Cowboys. I would decline it, because that's bad field position for the Lopers. They're going to bring in Omar, Rogers, and Banks, and they're going to punt it again. I guess Russ Bailey, he's out. He's also their punter. And doing the punting will be number 4, Kevin Donnelly. He can do the place kicking. He can do the kicking. He can do all the kind of kicking. Taking a seat on the sidelines goes Tim Arts, along with the rest of the defense. Dave Banger, Greg Nayberry, DJ Vokalek.
Like to get a nice return. I bet the Lopers would sure love to get a nice return out of
Donnelly's kick, nice spiral, wobbly at the end. He's going to be taking fair catch by Omar Rogers. Put up the hand. And boy, they put the place markers just right where he's going to catch it. It's going to be first down and 10 at the 15-yard line. So see if the Lopers can get something on the board here with 7:09 left in the third quarter. First down and 10, the ball on the 15.
I'd like to thank our game sponsors today, Killian Motors, Bogart's Food Stores, Kearney State Bank, the Big Apple, and Platte Valley State Bank, all out of Kearney here for bringing us KSC Loper football.
Thank you very much, people.
I appreciate your support.
What I haven't said today, the Kearney State Marching Band, they've done a well of a job so far, as they always do this year. Rogers in motion, round left side, goes Pyre with the speed. He's flying, but down the tackle, knocked down by number 24. And that is Kevin Wyckoff knocking him down, along with 53 pursuing him right behind, and that is Jose Esquivel.
It was a good run that time by Byers. A lot of defenders just kind of outran him and turned the corner, started to get the corner turn, and picked up 5 yards.
Gain is 6. Ball spotted on the 21. Second down and 4. This time, it is the one and only Valine to the right, and to left, Rogers and Banks in the backfield. Byer. Give it to Byer. No, he doesn't. Gives it to Harvey. Harvey's going to pass. Ooh, didn't know. A little miscommunication on that part. I think Valine and Harvey just didn't know what was going on there.
Must have been a turnaround flanker outside there, and just kind of didn't even turn around. Travis didn't turn around, and like you said, must have been a miscommunication on that one.
Yeah, it looked like a comeback play. That's what Russ was wanting to have, so it's going to be a loss of down there. It's going to bring up third down and 4. Once again, same formation. Take Valine to the top of the screen. Bottom of the screen goes Banks and Rogers. To the back is the only set back, Byer. Harvey sets him under. Harvey's going to pass. Third down. Completion to Valine. He has the ball. Good completed pass. A gain of 6 on the play. So bring up first down and 10. No flags in the play. Can you believe it?
It's hard to believe.
Whew. We can breathe.
There's a 9-yard pass play there by Russ.
9-yard. Take it away from me.
Get her out to the 29-yard line there.
We got a good receiving corps for the Lopers, and they do a good job. Harvey sets them down. First down, 10. Ball on the 29 of the Lopers. In motion was Rogers. Flag on the play. Could be DU. Illegal procedure. Actually, illegal motion. That's the legal motion call against the Lopers. I would call that on Omar. He broke up too soon before the ball was hiked, and that's illegal. So, in the nature of football, that's what they say.
Omar likes to get his hands on the football, and when he does, they give him a little bit of running room. He can sure make things happen out there. Russ Harvey sets him up.
Byer in the back. Harvey sets back. Homecoming 1990. Oh, that's twice. That is twice. The
same play, different guy.
Banks and Harvey, and then the Banks and Valine combination. They don't know what's going on.
And actually, I believe who made the reception on that play was the head coach for New Mexico, George Martinez.
Well, let's give him a gain of 8 for Martinez. So it's going to be second down. Ball is on the 25-yard line. 15 yards they have to get for a first down, and that's at the 39-yard line.
Good time for a draw play there, Rich, I believe.
Harvey sets him down. They're looking for blitz. Harvey sits back, fakes the Byer. He rolls left. Harvey's going to pass. Jeez, way out of reach of Omar Rogers. And, no, excuse me, Travis Valine.
Russ being chased there, kind of chased him out of the pocket and ran to his left side, throwing on the run. Just had a little too much on it and a little too much height. Kind of has the same as we've been seeing in the first half there.
Russ knows what to do. I mean, you don't see those occasionally, but that's the 5th time he's overthrown a player so far in today's game. You know, what a player does when they get out there, they're so psyched to sometimes overpower, and that's to the defensive advantage. But you know, it's nice to see somebody with that emotion and want to really win the game. And that's great to see. 3rd down. Harvey takes it from center. Nearly caught in back place. Harvey going deep as Valine. They're both going to go up off Valine's mask. And on the play, number 34, that is Mike Calmisi. That was
good defensive play. Good defensive play there.
Calmisi.
Threw her kind of short, and they both had to wait for the ball.
It was like, whoever jumps up higher, you can have it.
That was a long pass there by Russ. That was about a 45-yard pass. So.
Well, 4th down. That means they're going to bring in the punting corner, and that is number 22, Dave Bangert. Back deep is number 29, Montoya, for the Cowboys. The Cowboys looking for a block. They're all up on the line. They're ready to charge. Trying to get them off call with the signals. Kick up by Bangert, nearly blocked. Montoya takes it without a fair catch. She could be down, pounded. There he goes. And on the stop is number 59 for Kearney. And that is Tim McCall, the offensive guard, 6'3", 265-pounder senior from Omaha, South Nebraska. He goes, well, Omaha, Nebraska, Omaha, South of school. Well, the score is still the same. 21-14. Now it is New Mexico Highland ball at the 49-yard line, or you want to call it 1 foot off the 50.
See what happens when they bring the defense in, see if they get calmed down a little bit and make some good plays here.
So far, both teams haven't used a timeout. McLeod, the quarterback. Montoya goes motion right side to bomb your screen. Gives the Jones with the speed around the 45, down the 40, down to the 39-yard line. And on the stop, DJ Vokalek. And also, you know, DJ's going to help him up. Number 23, Greg Nayberry. Nayberry kind of shaken up on the play. Nayberry from Nebraska, from North Platte, Nebraska. I remember when I was playing defensive back against him. He was the I-back. I was the defensive back for the mighty Bison in McCook.
How'd you fare against him there, Rich?
They blew us away. That's all I'm going to say. McLeod sets him down. The ball on the 40. Gives it into Tim Randall, the fullback. Can he stop with a 1-yard gain? Bring up 2nd down and 9.
It's a good play on the inside. Sending him right up the middle there. Lopers closed it right in there and made a good defensive stop. There was nowhere to go.
John Chappell on the stop, along with number 90, Pat Watovic. Sometimes these rosters don't correspond with the players on the field, but we'll try to do our best. McLeod sets them down. Power I left. Berg split in to the left side. They're going to give it to Ellison. Tim Ellison, a hard 2 he gets, and it's going to be 3rd down and 7.
It was a very hard 2 yards. Hit right at the line of scrimmage. I think his forward momentum just kind of got him the yardage that he needed on that one.
Chris Houghton, Jeff Ortmeyer come off the field. Gunn, Robbins, and Hagedon, the linebackers. McLeod dropping back to pass, looking for somebody. He has tight end Hartzell in the end zone, intercepted by Darren Gunn. Still on his feet, still going, and out he goes. Out at the 48-yard line.
Kind of threw that one under pressure, McLeod did. It looked like he just was throwing right to Darren Gunn. There wasn't a receiver from New Mexico around there for about 5 yards.
Way to go inside linebacker, Darren Gunn. He's a proud old man. He's ready to take her. He's a senior. Old Darren Gunn. He is from Kearney High here in the very outskirts of Kearney, Nebraska.
One of the hometown favorites right here.
That's right. All the people here from Kearney say, hey, we saw him 4 years in high school, seen him 4 years in college. You're going to see a lot of Darren Gunn. He might go to the pros. Never know. Harvey sets him down. 49-yard line is where the ball is set. In motion goes number 20, Doug Banks. Banks going to get the ball in the reverse. They try this a lot with the Valine, but Banks is down. I think the Cowboys know that play by heart now, and I think they know how to defend that, to stay at home. And on the tackles, number 46 for New Mexico, and that's David Medina, a linebacker, junior from Waswell, New Mexico.
I think our best playing strategy so far, Rich, has been when we pass, setting up the pass game, and then do the draw on the inside of the isolation play. And seems like we made 13, 14 yards at a pop.
Greg Derberry down on the sidelines, working with the trainers, kind of damaged up one of his legs, but he's walking around. It's his left one, his calf probably. The lean in motion up the top. Harvey going to drop back and pass. Good block by Byron on the inside. It's going long. It's going deep. Got the lane. Oh, good defensive play by number 34, the quarterback, Mike Calmisi. That's the second time he's saved a touchdown for New Mexico.
Now he's quick. He's hanging right in there with Travis Valine, and he's got to be quick to hang in there with Travis, because Travis has good speed and good defensive play.
21-14, 2:24 left in the third. Nobody's taken timeout yet, so keep it right here.
Now I think would be a good time to try the draw, sending three receivers out there.
Third down, 12 to go. Ball's on 40 minutes. Excuse me. Flag on the play. Rogers goes out. Excuse me on that. Jeez.
Tough runner. Tough night last night, Rich. I also want to say Tom Hansen is a Kearney State senior here. He was assistant director today in the band, and it looked like Tom did a real nice job out there. Congratulations, Tom.
Oh, I seen everything now. Okay. I got this cold. I mean, I'm in track, you run, in the cold weather, and I kind of...
You track up here?
Do track.
What are you doing?
I'm going to do the triple jump. Try to get her out there.
It's the way to be.
Yeah, it's going to be against the Lopers.
Yes, you on scholarship for that, or just walk on?
Scholarship. So.
It's the way to be.
But that's that. That's track. This is football. Let's get back to football.
That's right.
But no, I got this cold, and I accidentally got the cough. But that's over with. Forget about it. It's done. It's henceforth. Kearney State hurting themselves. Going to be third down and 22. The ball on the 39. 21-14 score. Lopers need to get more points on the board to get a more cushioned lead with 2:18 left in the third. Malisi up tight on Doug Banks at the bottom of the screen. They're going to pass. Harvey can fade up Bayer.
Doug's wide open if he can just see him down there.
Jeez. Underthrown to Valine.
Banks got by his defender that time, Calmisi, and I got down the sideline. Russ wasn't really in the position to throw her down there. It seemed like then the defensive back on the end came around and put the double coverage on him when they caught up with him. So, pretty good play there by Russ Harvey.
Banks and Valine, they're dangerous, no matter to the doubt. Homecoming 1990. Like it very much. My first homecoming here at Kearney State. The kick by Banger down to Montoya. He's going to be taken at the 25-yard line. And there on the stop will be number 20. Who can take him? Nope, flag on the play. Could be a face mask.
Definitely.
On the stop is number 8 for Kearney State, Matt Schiffers, along with number 40, Mike Montgomery, and number 35, Mark Yulee from Tampa, Florida. We have a Florida boy up here.
They sure do like to come up here sometimes, seems like, play college for Nebraska.
Just that feeling.
There's one playing for the U this year, Omar Soto definitely said he wants to get back and play Miami. His home squad. So.
Yeah. Omar. We got a halftime score. The Huskers over Missouri, 45-14 at half. I think Osborne got those boys pumped up for some reason, and I like it. Inside to Randall, the fullback.
Flags
He is
again.
knocked down, but there's flags on the play, and it's going to be a 2nd down and 7, and the ball is going to be placed at the 29-yard line.
What's that? That's got to be about 3 flags in a row, doesn't it, Rich? I
Yes.
believe so. Refs are having
And it's against the Lopers.
a tough game they're officiating today. They're seeing a lot of action out of the referees, for sure.
Coach Renner doesn't like the call very, very much. Doesn't like it. Coming out comes Hagedon.
Loper cheerleaders are pretty good today, I'll have to say.
Compliment everybody in the stadiums, why don't you?
That's correct.
I will. Congratulations, everybody. Okay, we got that over with. Back to the game. Still concerned about the call. It's going to be a 1st down and 5. Lopers are just coming out in the 2nd half, and boy, the penalties just struck them like that. Lopers so far hanging on a 7-point lead, 21-14. If you remember, right before half, the New Mexico Cowboys, they went for a field goal and they came up short. McLeod pitches off to Malone, but he's knocked down for a gain of 1, but he flies across us. But they say they're going to stop him on this forward motion. It's going to be back at the 36-yard line, be 2nd down and 4.
He's a tough runner. They sure seem like they're keying him for sure. He's been carrying the ball most of the time here for New Mexico Highlands. He's Sean Malone. He is a running back at 5'7", 185 pounds, sophomore out of Nashville, Tennessee.
You're watching this game on Sunday night. Start at 6:30 already. McLeod takes it off to Malone. He jizz and jazz. Ooh, knocked down by number 22, Dave Banger, the punter. And he is knocked down to the mound. He's getting up slowly, but he's all right. But they're going to take him out just in case, you know, of a concussion or possibly that.
That was sure a good hit there by Banger. Good to see him get up. The offensive player sure seemed like ran into a freight train there. Kind of took a chance and got her in there.
I'd like to thank the Sports Information Director, Brent Robinson, for what all of he's done for us up here, to get us up here, and you have a little spot for us to give you the game live on the tube. McLeod sets him down. He's going to give it to number 8, Tim Ellison, but down he goes by number 44, Tim Arts. Ooh, Arts is pumped, runs over the line judge. Line judge says, "Hey, cool it," and Arts says, "I'm sorry."
The referees, you can't. It's got to be tough being a referee. Those guys have to keep in really good shape.
Well, you hope so, because the people down in Missouri in the Colorado game in Missouri, they were suspended.
Sure.
Bye-bye, Sun Arrow. But that's the end of the 3rd quarter. 7-point lead by the Lopers. 21-14 with 15 minutes left in the 4th quarter coming up. So stay tuned. Loper football on Channel 25 KSTV. Stay tuned.
For more than 70 years, Boys Town, Nebraska has been a safe, nurturing place for abused and neglected children to grow and develop. And Boys Town has grown too, from a simple orphanage into one of the world's most successful long-term programs for troubled children. Now, Boys Town is sharing its experience with other parts of the country. Boys Town, USA. Learn how it can help children in your community. For information, write to Boys Town, Nebraska.
Welcome back to Foster Field. Kearney State Lopers taking on the New Mexico Highlands. We got a score of 21-14. The Lopers over the Highlanders. Just the beginning of the 4th quarter. There's 15 minutes, of course, left in this ball game. New Mexico's got the ball. 2nd and 7 on the 48-yard line, on their own 48-yard line.
48-yard line. McLeod rolls right. He's going to take it himself behind Ellison, but he's still on his feet, and down he goes. 48-yard line, and down he goes by number 28,
He's
Craig
quick.
Smith, number 6, DJ Vokalek. McLeod is just like the reemergence of Emporia State's number 3, Quincy Tillman. Came in the 2nd half last Saturday and just blitzed the defense for the Lopers with 97 yards in the 2nd half. And both those guys were short, had some speed. So, see if the Lopers can hold him. 3rd down and 5 at the 29. McLeod drops back. He's going to fake. He's going to give it inside to number 33, Randall. Randall around the 40, the 35, and down he goes.
Just good open field tackle there by number 9, number 9, Tony Spires, defensive back out of Minden.
Listen to the band play. The Lopers with a 7-point lead, but knocking on the door. Here comes New Mexico. I'm Rich Broderson, along with John Schaefer to bring you this game on a Sunday night and a Wednesday night. Malone, the ball carrier, left side, getting outside of everybody. He's on his feet. He can go. He's knocked out of bounds at the 18-yard line by number 55, Darren Gunn. Kind of shaking up on the play.
Well, I tell you what, he's a tough runner. That's about an 18-yard pickup. 17-yard pickup, excuse me, by Malone right there for the Highlanders.
Right down at the bottom of your screen, if you can get her in, the Drummers are doing their thing.
You were talking earlier there, Rich, about the quarterback situation for New Mexico. You know, like everybody watches the films, and you probably watch the films all on Bailey, and then somebody like McLeod comes in and just throws the game.
It's something new to you every game, every day and every game. McLeod gives it to Malone around side. He breaks in, quick cut back. He's open. No, Mayberry. No, he's in there. Touchdown. Got a little cocky too soon.
I believe so.
Could have fumbled the ball. Mayberry could have got a hand on the arm. Could have fumbled the ball, but there's no flag on the play, so it's called a touchdown. So it makes it 21-20 with the Lopers still on top. Hagedin comes into the game along with number 95, and that is Andy Funk, the middle backer. I just get a great feeling when you hear the drums play at a football game from a marching band.
Betcha. I used to be a drummer myself.
Something that would be very missed if we never had it. The attempt is Donnelly going to kick to the extra point, and it's up, and it's through, and it's good. Ties the game at 21 apiece at 13:38 left in the 4th quarter and the game. This is Loper football on Channel 25 KSTV. Welcome back to Foster Field. The score was just made by number 2, Sean Malone for New Mexico, tying it up 21-21. 13:38 left in the 4th quarter. We have 3 timeouts apiece for both teams. Nobody has used one. And the Lopers want to get one here. They have to. They don't want to lose a homecoming. It's a tough feeling to lose. It's homecoming 1990 here at Foster Field and on the Kearney State College campus. Big dance on the Saturday night, last night, at the Ponderosa Room.
We seem to be getting, most of our fair shares off the passing game today for sure, Rich, and something we need to do is take some time off the clock here. Try to get down there and pop another score in.
Donnelly gonna kick her away. Kevin, that is. And the ball is fumbled up by Banks, but he's still on his feet. He's to the 30, he can break her. He's still down. Ooh, nice tick. Ooh, a little push by the kicker. Donnelly, who made the stop on Banks, but nice kickoff return by Banks to bring the ball up to 36-yard line. That's unnecessary.
Yeah, you bet it is. But, he did save the tackle, Kevin Donnelly.
Yep.
If it wouldn't have been for him, Banks would have been gone all the way. And, yep, the refs...
That's not sportsmanlike.
You bet the refs should have sure been in there.
Harvey, inside deal to Byer. Byer's still on his feet. Down he goes on the tackle, number 53 for New Mexico. That's Jose Esquivel, outside linebacker. And that's good for a first down. They might have to bring the chains in.
Second effort helped get him 4 more yards on that. They do give him the first down there. 10 yards on the pickup.
First down 10. The ball sat down at the 48. You ever heard that phrase? Sat down?
Sat down.
That's right. Congratulations going out to
kind of like sit on it, isn't it?
Reg Ayers and Amy Miller. King and Queen of Kearney State 1990. Homecoming royalty. Harvey sets him down. Byer, lone setback. He's going to stand and block. He's going to pass. He's going to find number 20, Doug Banks. Good catch. That's the thing you had to see last week. They only passed.
Oh, now they're calling it back. I can't see how that is.
The other back judge come from the bottom of the screen, said he never caught the ball. And
boy, the crowd doesn't like this one, for sure.
You can hear the crowd's disarrayment of the call. And it's going to bring up second down 10. I thought he caught it.
That's what I thought too. Looked good.
But as you say, as I said, they get a better view of the play than we do up here as armchair officials, so we better be careful. Valine goes in motion to the left side. I think he just needs to get in position. There he goes. Two receivers to the right, Rogers and Banks. In the backfield goes Byers. Harvey is going to pass on a second down and 10. He's going to go for Banks. Incomplete by number 20 to Banks. Number 21 on the play.
Doug's wondering where the flag was on that.
Patrick Harvey.
Looked a little premature.
That looked just like about in the beginning, right after the halftime when they got things underway. When Greg Nayberry got the pass interception, interference.
About the same.
Same thing there. I think that should have been called.
Doug Banks takes it stride, the senior out of Imperial, Nebraska.
We played Imperial last Friday night. McCook and Imperial, big rivalry. Remember playing against Banks too. Harvey drops back, going to pass. He overthrows Banks. So it's going to bring up fourth down and 10. So that means they're going to be in the punting corps end. Dave Banger, he's up. He's okay from that last hit he took. And he's going to kick her away for the Lopers and back deep for
that's too
New Mexico.
Bad. The call that wasn't a reception, and then the questionable call there on Banks just kind of killed the momentum that time for the Lopers.
Matoya staying at the 11-yard line. The kick by Banger, it's up, it's high. Matoya's going to take it at the 11. He's at the 15. He's at the 20. And there he goes down with a
boy, I tell you what, there's some late hits.
Yeah, some late hits.
By New Mexico.
They're going to switch the defense and offensive crew and see if Lopers D can hold the New Mexico Highland Cowboys. The ball is going to be placed at the 24-yard line. Nayberry back in the game after his little injury to his leg.
Lopers defense going to have to get tough here. We got 12:28 left in the game.
Randall.
I'd like to see him shut him down right here.
Randall and Malone in the backfield. Malone gets the call. He's up. He's still on his feet. And down he goes at the 30. A gain of 5. Brings up second down and 5. And brought down by number 89, Garland Bryant, and number 90, Pat Wotovic.
Malone handling most of the ball running chores here in the second half for New Mexico.
Moving the ball from the south goal line to the north goal line, trying to get a score is New Mexico as they are. And the Lopers are trying to prevent it as well as they can. Greg Smith comes out on Pereira on the right side. The offensive guard, left guard for New Mexico. And that is number 75, Kevin Benavides. And that's going to be a false start against New Mexico. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, bring it back to the original marker of the first down and 10, and bring up second down and 10.
I think that's the first false start got called against them this game, if I'm right, Rich.
Yeah, because everything else has been offsides against the defense of the Lopers.
So
they finally got caught.
Got one called this way. McQuaid sets him up.
McLeod sets him to, gives it to Tim Ellison, but down he goes at the 25-yard line by number 55, Darren Gunn. And also number 90, Pat Wojtovic. Wojtovic will come out. Number 44, Arts, comes in along with Garland Bryant, and Dan Robbins. Dan Robbins, that is. I guess they just give a little breather to the main core of linebackers, and then they bring in another set of linebackers because Gunn and the boys are out.
Lopers are sure keying on number 2. Sean Malone, he's been running the ball, had the chores for most of the second half.
3rd down and 8. It's McLeod rolling left. He's going down. He just throws it away. Nobody in the vicinity.
Lopers are the closest thing to the ball there. Number 23, Greg Neighbory, and also number 9, Tony Spires.
That's going to bring up 4th down and a long 9.
Well, the Lopers did their job. They shut him down. Help on an offensive guard for New Mexico, set him back 5 years. So they did their job on that.
Yep, gonna put her away is Donnelly.
Close to being blocked there.
Fred Romero's gonna kick her away, I guess, number 11. And out of bounds it goes at the 45-yard line. So it's gonna be the Lopers' ball. At the 45, they held him. Good defensive stance for the Loper D. Good hand goes out to him. You can hear the crowd. And now let's see if the offense can score some points for the Lopers and get them back in the lead with a tied ball game with 10:39 in the 4th quarter, 21-21. And one big thing, 3 timeouts apiece for both teams.
Lopers need to get her going here.
Harvey sets him down, pulls out, gives it to Byer. Byer, just a gain of 2. The ball is going to be placed on the 48-yard line, be a gain of 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
It's a tough run on the inside there. Sure strength on that.
2nd down 9, that is. Ball is on the 47-yard line. Passing has been a little quiet for a while. Let's see if they can get something going here. If they can get something. Rod Byer comes in motion to the sideline. Harvey gonna throw. He has, oh, Rogers just couldn't get it on the fingertips. Had him open though, he had his defender beat. And on the play was number 34, Kalmisi.
Pretty nice pass there by Russ. Omar stopped, and the ball's just a little right to his fingertips. Would have been right on the money.
If he'd have kept running, that was 6. Or possibly just getting some closer to the goal line. I would rather have both. Doesn't matter.
I think he would have got in there.
The 3rd down and 9. The Lopers need something here. When they get that thing going, the passing game, it's dangerous. Sets him down. Byer, same deal. He's going out of motion. He's going to pass. They're going to find Harvey's rushed route. Good catch by Byer, though.
Pick up 7 yards on that.
Ball's going to be placed at the 47-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and a long 3. Banger back to kick, back deep was Montoya. They're going to send everybody. And you never know, you might fake it this time. Nope, Banger's going to take her. Good punt by Banger out at the 5-yard line. They're going to mark it. That's where you want it. So a change of things here, and both defenses is playing tough in the 4th quarter.
Dave Banger with a nice punt down there, right on the sidelines, just about where you want it, Rich. He's got an average this year of 38.6 yards per punt.
Well, see what the Lopers D is ready to give now. Coach Boroff's going to set his offense down, and he's going to jabber with them. and tell them what's right and what's wrong and what they can do to win this game. The ball is right over the 5-yard line. The running backs are going to be in the end zone. McLeod will be on the 3 along with his splits. In motion goes Montoya. Vokalek going to change in the secondary. The pitch play to Malone. Down he goes at the 5. Right back to the original line of scrimmage. Now the tackle, number 22, Dave Bangert.
Of course, you know what? It's raining flags again.
As he said, the flag on play. Holding against the Cowboys.
I don't think Garland Bryant, number 89, was kind of questioning the call, but he must have thought it was against the Lopers.
No, Garland, you knew the official made the right call. He wanted to shake the official's hand, and the official walked away. What a gentleman is Garland Bryant, ladies and gentlemen. Decline it, so it's going to be a loss of down. He's second down and 10. Loper's offense trying to work out some kind of sort of strategy so they can score and get on top. The crowd pounds the stands with their feet. They want a third down now. McLeod rolls right. He has blockers in front of him. He's going to run it, yes, like he always does, but he keeps on his feet. He's around the corner. He's still going. He has a first down, and down he goes. And on the tackle, number 18, Mike Arnold wraps him up around the feet. So it's going to be another first down and 10.
We're going to pick up a 17 on the play there.
Just like that, first down.
It's kind of like he squirmed in and out of the defenders that time. It's kind of a hard play to defense there. Loper's coming up and had about 3 or 4 blockers surrounding him, and he just kind of squirmed in and out and picked up the yards.
8:41 left in the game. So far, we're looking for overtime, but we got 8 minutes, a lot of time to play ball. Watts trying to find a hole to get into. And a dive to Randall up the middle. A gain of 2, so it's going to bring up second down and 8. The ball will be on the 24-yard line. Beautiful day for football.
Definitely.
Right at the beginning of the show of football, they had the ROTC, the Army ROTC at Kearney State College. They're going down the CT Centennial Towers West. Going down and showing the Australian fall or whatever.
Australian rappel there.
The Australian rappel. Yeah. You've been a formal ROTC yourself, John.
Betcha.
McLeod rolls right. Ooh, lost the ball, but gains it again, and down he goes. Marvin Watts on the tackle.
John Chappell, the center that time.
Along with number 75. Marvin Watts. Chappell and Watts.
It's got to feel good after coming up on the ground making a big play, you know, especially in college ball.
Mm-hmm. Well, third down, they're going to bring in the nickel package, 5 secondary personnel with Banger, Nayberry, Arnold, Smith, and Vokalek. Third down and 13. McLeod back to pass. He puts her up, he's throwing, he has Burrow open, and it looks like a first down. It is. First down and 10. They can't leave that guy open. He can catch the ball. And knocking him out of bounds is number 6, DJ Vokalek, along with number 18, Mike Arnold. And they're going to move the chains. It's going to be first down 10. The ball placed at the 34-yard line. He has 5 catches, Burr, for 75 yards in today's game. 6:44 left. McLeod gives it to Malone. Malone knocked down at the line of scrimmage. And on the tackle, number 55, Darren Gunn. Watts wrapping him around the feet along with number 73, Chappell. Garland Bryant comes in. Going out of the game is Houghton, number 85. And Houghton was on the tackle. He was the initial stopper. He has bandaged up left hand. Houghton goes with me in my English class every Tuesday and Thursday morning. Tuesday and Thursday mornings at 8 o'clock. How about that? Split wide outs. McLeod fakes. Garland Bryant pursued him in the backfield. Ooh, that little fast guy can get away, and he shoots on down to the 43-yard line. And after second and 10, now it's going to be a 3rd down and 3. The Lopers need to stop these boys here because it's getting close to the 5-minute mark here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, he's fast. When he gets out on the open, McQuaid just turns her upfield, and you better catch him. You better have somebody there to get him because he just runs away from everybody. And sure, the Lopers don't know what to, didn't know what to expect when he first came into the ball game, being a freshman and all. But sure, Coach Boroff sure had to talk with the boys.
Yep.
At halftime.
McLeod fakes himself, go up, and I think he has the 1st down. We'll see where the officials spot the ball. Bryant and number 52, Gary Estes, on the stop, and they're going to take a timeout, officials timeout, and bring in the chains.
It looks from up here in the booth that he did have enough for the 1st down. The refs are going to bring it in and check her out, though. We shall see, though. They get the 1st down. They do get her. They're rich by about half a length of the football.
That's great.
Well, not really, if you're a Lopers fan.
Well, see, you didn't let me finish my sentence. That's great because the Lopers now can shove it in their face and see what they can do in the old D. It's 4 downs. Let's see what the Lopers can do. McLeod gives it off to Malone, right side. He's at the 45, out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds, if you want to be called sincere. 47-yard line. And on the tackle, number 73 for the Lopers, and that is John Chappell. He's been on a lot of tackles today, and Houghton comes back into the game. Will be 2nd down and 7 to go. Ball is on the 47-yard line, 4th quarter, 4:34 left. 21-21 the score, tied up ball. Garland Bryant on the sidelines. McLeod, option play. Overran him, but there is number 55, Darren Gunn, wrapping him up. See what they have to do there, John. They have to get somebody on the quarterback and stay with him, and then have someone out there responsible for the pitch man. And then they can really stomp that option.
As you know, though, the option is the hardest thing in football to defend against.
The toughest one is the wishbone option. And you see Oklahoma run that with Jamar Holloway pretty well. And last year when the Huskers played him, you've seen their strong safety, I forget his name, but his name, Tim Matson or something like that. He would shoot up and always have that defensive back. He would get that pitch back, and that's what you should get. McLeod escapes the clutches. He rolls right. He's still on his feet, and down he goes. Good defense by number 22, Dave Bangert, and also number 28, Greg Smith, defensive backs for the Lopers. 3rd down and 4. Ball is on the 50-yard line.
Talking about John Chappell being in on quite a few of the tackles today. He's a sophomore defensive end out of Corpus Christi, Texas. So should have 2 more good years with John playing on defensive end for the Lopers.
Good. Back to punt. It's a fake. Malone, and I don't think he got it.
He's short by about 2 yards.
He's short. He is short as you can be. And it's going to be a change of ball, offense and defense with 3:02. This might be good for Lopers. If they run the ball and run that clock down, they have advantage right here. And the ball is on the 49-yard line. Lopers ball, 1st down and 10, and they need to score to win this game. 21-21 tied ball game with 3:02 left in the 4th. and both teams have 3 timeouts left. 3 wideouts down to the bottom of your screen. Fires a single setback. He goes in motion. He's going to bring 4 of them to this side at the bottom of the screen. That's the pass play. Harvey, Nobe blocks the in. Harvey's going to go down. He has Valane. Interception. Number 34, Calmisi, defensive back for New Mexico. But there is a flag on the play.
Well, I tell you what, it seems like every time they throw the ball down there, Calmese is covering our guys.
Illegal man downfield, illegal lineman that is, downfield for Lopers. They're going to decline it. It's going to be first down and 10 on the the 17-yard line of New Mexico. New Mexico's ball. That hurts. You have the ball for one possession, you lose it. And you needed to score on that possession because there is 2 minutes and 53 seconds left in the game.
Could be a long one here, Rich, if 2 minutes and 53, like you said, left in the game.
McLeod, a freshman, brings him up to the line. Split backs, Randall and Malone. McLeod gives it to Randall. He is down. Good defensive play by number 28, Greg Smith. Also number 48, Dan Robbins. That's going to be a loss of 12. It's going to be second down and 22.
Well, that was a good play, and that's just what the kind of play that Lopers needed to get their spirits high on their defensive struggle here in the last parts of the fourth quarter of this game.
Excuse me, second down and 18. The ball is going to be placed at the 8-yard line.
If I were the Lopers, I'd sure be queuing on Sean Malone, number 2. He's the workhorse for him today.
McLeod throws a screen pass over to Malone, and the veteran inside linebacker, number 55, Darren Gunn, on the stop.
Darren, the hometown fans from Kearney here, loving to see that.
Greg Nairberry is going to take a timeout, so the Lopers will take a timeout. The score, 21-all, with 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. This is KSTV, Channel 25, and this is Loper football.
Hey, I'm Willard Scott. You know, for nearly 3/4 of a century, world-famous Boys Town, Nebraska has provided a safe, nurturing home where troubled boys and girls can thrive. And it's going to help many more children right now with a new program called Boys Town USA. It could help some abused and neglected kids near you. I hope you'll welcome and support Boys Town USA and other long-term children's homes in your area. To learn more, write to Boys Town, Nebraska.
Back here with Loper football, right here at Channel 25, KSCV.
The only college station that gives you live college football coverage.
Correct. Tell you what,
not live, with tape delay. That's right. It's on Sunday and Wednesday.
Sean Malone was got the screen pass out there and was keyed on. I think they should start keying on him. He seems, like I said, he's the workhorse, and I sure would keep maybe double coverage him or keep a real close eye on him.
Well, we'll see what they can do. Lopers D is pumped and ready to go. They have Nairberry, Bangert, Arnold, Greg Smith, TJ Vokalek, Dan Robbins,
Boy, the crowd is
Matovic, Estes, Bryant, McLeod. There's a flag on the play, and it's up for grabs. Nobody around, but there's a flag back at the 6-yard line. Then there's a flag at the 26-yard line.
Too many guys on the field there. Old Sean Malone was sprinting off, and he still had about 3 yards to get off the field, and they snapped the ball. I don't know if the quarterback...
Oh, boy. Lopers are going to love this.
I don't know if the quarterback, McClate's seen him or not. They sent him out, and evidently he must have not have seen him get off the field, or I surely would have waited to snap the ball.
Well, it's really going to hurt the Cowboys, and they're just going to decline it if I were them and just take 4th down and 4th down and 20 with the ball on the 7-yard line.
Boy, Doug Banks.
Illegal participation declined against New Mexico. Bring up 4th down and 20, the ball on the 7. So they're going to bring in number 11, Romeo is going to kick it. Romero, I think that's what his name is.
I don't know if I was him, I would have tried to get off the field, or if I would have just tried to act like I was in the play, because
Romero's kick is high. Good kick. It's going to be taken by Banks at the 48-yard line. Banks tripped up by number 31 for New Mexico. That is Roy Jennings. Well, the Lopers have to do something here with 1:41, 21-21. Tie game. Exciting football on Channel 25, KSTV. And this is Homecoming 1990, John. We have to get her done.
Yep.
The crowd is going to get rowdy.
Well,
Banks, Valine, Rogers to the left side. Harvey, the quarterback, lone setback, fire. Harvey gives the signals over the line. He's back to pass. He has Banks in the middle, completed. He's around, he's still on his feet, and down he goes at the 28-yard line by number 22 for New Mexico, Scott Eldridge.
Well, that's exactly what they need to do here. Pass the ball, you know, a short, make the first down, march right down the field. That's how we've been getting our yardage most of the day for the Lopers. And Doug Banks with a great catch.
And the Lopers going right to the passing game right in this series. Harvey comes back. He's going to pass again. He has Omar. He's at the 20. He's done his feet. First down and 10 to go. The ball is going to be placed at the 17, actually the 16-yard line. A little short play with Omar right by the line, and a gain of
12 yards.
12 yards, all right.
Boy, two quick passes there by Russ Harvey. And he's taking them right down the field, taking them to lunch.
1:15 left in the fourth, 21-21. Harvey brings him up, gives it to Byer. He's still on his feet. He's still going. A gain of 3 or 4. We'll see after he runs it out. And on the tackle, number 90 for New Mexico, David Earl McGee, defensive lineman from Lubbock, Texas. They're not going to a huddle. They're going to fast lineup. Harvey takes him back. He's going to pass. He's going to Omar. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Lopers! Good play calling. All passes. You went to Doug Banks. They get the big pass play. Then you went 2 quickies to Omar, Rogers, and you guys are in there, along with Nolan Byer with a little run in there.
Same exact play they did before to Omar. Exactly the same. And worked both times, and we got 6 points on the board.
That helps a lot. And one big thing, John, there weren't no flags. Thank you.
The flag god's being good to us.
Yes. 46 seconds left on the clock.
Boy, the crowd is going
The
crazy.
Lopers defense better get ready, because New Mexico is going to come out with some vengeance. 27-21 the score. Grauerhaut's going to kick for the extra point. The crowd on their feet. Grauerhaut's up, and it's good. So, if New Mexico wants to get back in this game, they have to score and they have to make the extra point.
Well, would they make that in about 3 pass plays, and we were in the end zone there, Rich.
3 pass plays and 1 run play with Fire, and we're in the end zone. So with the score, 28-21, 46 seconds left in the fourth. We'll be right back with the final seconds of the game here on Channel 25 KSTV Loper Football.
They come to Boys Town when they're abused or neglected. They come to Boys Town when they're in trouble. They come by the thousands, boys and girls both. They find shelter, love, encouragement, education, and guidance, and a long-term commitment to help them grow into mature, well-adjusted young adults. And they leave Boys Town with the skills and self-esteem they need to make their lives meaningful and happy. To learn more, write to Boys Town, Nebraska.
Well, big game out east of the state. Nebraska won or something like that. We heard over the PA announcer. 46 seconds. 28-21. Lopers on top. Way to hit the homecoming at the final seconds of the game. Grauerhaut's waiting to kick her off to the back boys, Montoya and number 31, Roy Jennings. The kick is a little stumped her. He doesn't want to get ran back, so it's going to be taken by number 34, Calmisi, the defensive back. He's still on his feet, and down he goes. Brought down by number 35 for the Lopers, Mark Yulee, along with number 8,
Another one of those
Tony
Florida boys.
Spires.
Another one of those Florida boys, Rich. Tampa, Florida. Mark Yulee, he's running back. Listed as a running back anyway. Playing a lot of special teams for the Lopers this year.
Well, special teams, the more speed you get on that, you get on your special teams, the better, so you can get down there quick and get ready for the tackle.
Took a few more clicks off the clock. 40 seconds left now.
40 seconds. Took off 6 seconds on the kick. In to play is number 12, Hartzell. He passes over, incomplete to McLeod. McLeod's playing the wide receiver position, and in for him to play quarterback is number 12,
Brent
Hartzell.
And that was our mystery player of the game there, Rich.
And you win 100 prizes for that. Whatever.
Free Loper tickets to the night.
Second down and 10. Well, Loper's looking so nicey so far. Nothing has been hurting them yet. 28, 21, 37. 2 timeouts left for the Lopers. 3 for New Mexico. Hartzell drops back. He's going to pass. He's going down the middle. He has big tight end number 82. He drops the ball. And number 82 for them, he's a big boy, Denny Bowers, a tight end from Hartwell, Georgia. Hartzell gonna throw it down to a Hartwell kid named Byers.
He is a big kid, 235 pounds, 6'4" junior.
Tight end. Well, it brings up 3rd down and 10.
Kind of looked like he almost had a reception there. I think he got 1 step, just didn't quite get the other.
Just didn't have control of it when he got hit by DJ. Brings up 3rd down and 10. The ball on the 32. It's pass play. They got the dime in. The nickel and dime team got Gunn and Robbins, the linebackers, back about 15 feet. Hartwell, it's blocked by Bryant. Scarlett Bryant gets his big paw up there and he blocks it for the Lopers. Now bring up 4th down and 10. And if they want to win this game, they have to go for it because they only got 27 seconds left. And McLeod is going to bring the call in from head coach George Martinez for New Mexico.
I got Garland Bryan in a couple classes this year, and always tease him about, having a good game and everything. Told me to get his name on the radio, but I think he's actually spoken for himself today.
Yes, they surely have. Homecoming activities after the game as well. And now the shotgun goes Hartzell. He's passing. He's going. He has open Montoya, and he goes down. They stop the clock at 19 seconds. Good catch by Montoya. And they're going to take a timeout. Montoya and New Mexico is going to take a timeout, and the ball is going to be on the 37-yard line. So they're pounding at the door. New Mexico, 28-21 the score. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. We have a timeout here. So 28-21 is the score, 19 seconds. For the final 19 seconds, stay tuned to KSTV, Channel 25 for Loper football.
Every parent knows that there's magic in a child's smile. Now there's a magical way to protect that smile. You see, when back teeth are growing, they develop tiny pits and fissures that are too small to clean out with a toothbrush. They form perfect hiding places for the bacteria that cause tooth decay. But your dentist can protect these teeth by painting on a thin plastic coating called a sealant. It works like magic to seal out decay.
Welcome back here to Foster Field. Exciting football action. I'm Rich Broderson along with John Schaefer. John, a lot of exciting footballs coming down to the final seconds. 19 exact on the clock on the north side of the stadium. 28-21. The Lopers up by 7.
So critical, or such the key play in the game was the touchdown. Last touchdown by the Lopers. They got to get a touchdown here, Rich, to tie it up.
2 timeouts each. 4th quarter. Tim Arts, Gunn, drop back to 15 yards away from the ball at the linebacker position. They don't want no big passes. Hartzell is going to pass. It's completed to McLeod. Out of bounds, stops the clock at 14. Good play. And it's going to be at the 27-yard line.
And
14 seconds.
A little bit different for McLeod catching the ball rather than passing. He's been the quarterback for most of the game.
McLeod, an all-around player, John.
Good athlete.
So, Hartzell sets him down. He's going out of the shotgun once again. Malone puts a nice block pass play. McLeod can't handle it. Incomplete pass. Stops the clock at 10, though. 28-21, and they have... Now they have 3 chances left. McLeod should have had it in and out of his hands.
Yeah, that was just a little bit above his hands there, a little bit high for him to hit, but he sure had a chance to bring her down, and I think he got a little nervous. You know, when you get that high up in the air, you can sure get the wind knocked out of you fast.
Now the shotgun once again, Hartzell. He's looking for somebody open. He's going to be running around. He's going to run it himself. And out of bounds he goes. And he gets a first down. There's 1 second left on the clock. 1 second. That means one play.
I'm kind of guessing we'll see the blitz here, Rich.
They'll take a timeout. They have to take a timeout here. Timeout. The Lopers called timeout. Why would they call timeout, John? I mean, because if they get the chain set, they'll start the clock.
I'm sure what's going to happen here. If the Lopers call a timeout, to kind of group around and just talk about what they want to do here, you know, and possible quick passes. They got to get it in the end zone this time, so that's what they'll be defending against.
Well, they're going to guard that end zone for the rest of their life right here. 1 second, fourth quarter, 28-21. Homecoming royalty today was, you have the info, it was from Fairbury for the men, Reg Ayers, and from Archie and the gang, Reggie. No, I'm just joking. And then Columbus, the Queen finals, and the Queen is Amy Miller, daughter of Dennis and Kay Miller of Columbus, Nebraska. Congratulations going to those two fine young students of KSC. The crowd on their feet. One play that can mean to go into another quarter of a tie ball game, or it could be over with. Hartzell drops back. That's the end of the time. This is the last play. He's knocked down. Number 73 for Kearney State, and that is John Chappell. John Chappell has had a heck of a game for the Lopers. What a stop for John Chappell to get his hand up and knock the ball from number 12, the quarterback, Brent Hartzell. And boy almighty, there we go. The Lopers win homecoming 1990 with a score of 28-21. We'll take this minute timeout and with the final statistics with John, so stay tuned. This is KSTV, Channel 25, Loper Football.
Do you know someone from 2 to 21 with a disability and a yes I can attitude? The Foundation for Exceptional Children wants to honor them with a certificate of achievement like this. Maybe they're working hard at school or a job, participating in sports or arts, or simply mastering everyday tasks. Let's encourage them to get all they can out of life. For a free certificate, write to Yes I Can, Foundation for Exceptional Children, Reston, Virginia, 22091.
Lyme disease is transmitted by a tick the size of a pinhead, which can attack during a walk in the woods or a park, or even in your own backyard. But tick bites can be prevented, and the disease can often be successfully treated, especially in the early stages. The Will Rogers Institute is offering a free booklet to help you learn about Lyme disease. It tells how to recognize the symptoms and the best ways to reduce your chances of getting it. For your free copy, write the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
Glaucoma can destroy your vision before you realize it. When it's advanced, you may notice blurred vision, halos around lights, gradual loss of sight vision that ends in blindness. But glaucoma does most of its damage before it shows any symptoms, unless your eye doctor detects and treats it in time. So have your eyes examined, especially if you're over 40. Regular checkups can save your sight. A message from the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
Welcome to a victorious crowd and a nice, great Foster field, a gorgeous day. Lopers defeating the Cowboys of New Mexico Highlands with a score of 28-21 in 4 quarters. Came down to the last seconds with the one and only trying to get a big pass play, but there was number 73, John Chappell, sitting right there, knocked the ball out of Brent Hartzell. Number 18, hands to attempt that. At halftime, it was 14-7 ball game, a 7-point spread there, but there's something to be doubted, more likely, that the Lopers came out with authority and enthusiasm to play the game at the beginning. The Lopers, their defense played an outstanding game, and their offense played well. There's nothing to say. The passing game worked well with Doug Banks just playing very to his tee, and then along with Travis Saline and the rest of the receiving crew of Omar Rogers and Byers running the ball. That's what you need to see. Like last week against Emporia, a big defaulter to Emporia State by only 7 points, like if I remember, 28-21, and the Lopers come up on top here in Kearney State. So they keep the streak of winning at home alive, and now they're 3-7. I get my things backwards. 2-4. There we go. They're 2-4. Now they're 2-5 on the season. 3-4, that is, on the season. And John Schaefer trying to total up the statistics while I talk on the little mic here. He's doing a great job. And John, I sure appreciate what you've done for me today. And that's about it. John just knows his biz. And it's just been great to have you on the mics.
Thanks a lot, Rich. I got second half statistics right here for you. In fact, I think what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and do the whole synopsis, the game statistics for the whole game.
Go ahead.
Okay. Omar Rogers had 6 yards rushing. This is rushing. Had 6 yards for the Lopers. Nolan Byer ended up with 56 yards rushing, and Travis Fallon had 65 yards rushing. Russ Harvey rushed, the quarterback himself, rushed for 8 yards. For passing, Russ Harvey ended up with 150 total yards today. And receptions, Omar Rogers had 33 yards reception, and Doug Banks had 70. Travis Fallon ended up with 44. For the defense, or should we say, for New Mexico Highlands, Stan Rundle ended up with 20 yards rushing. Sean Malone, the big back there for New Mexico, ended up with 108 yards in the second half alone. He ended up with a total of 142 yards.
They're just tough runners. They had the speed for New Mexico.
Real tough there. Russ Bailey ended up with 7 yards on the day, and Kevin McClade, the freshman quarterback, ended up with 59 total yards rushing. Tim Ellison had 4 yards. For passing, McClade had 89 total yards passing, and Russ Bailey 13. Brent Hartzell came in the last 40 seconds and ended up with 40 yards passing, believe it or not. Receptions for New Mexico Highlands, Carl Brewer ended up with 28 yards. Brent Hartzell had 11 yards. Brandon Matoya had 29 yards.
Well, the Lopers, they played one well the game. They were ahead at halftime 14-7, and then New Mexico came back and tied it up 14-all. Then things went away from there. It went tied at 21 for quite a while in the third, and then the fourth quarter came along. Then at the end, there we had 57 seconds. Lopers score on a 5-yard pass play to Omar Rogers, and the Lopers come on top, a Victoria winner here at Kearney. Keeps the streak alive here at Kearney State College at Foster Field Stadium. 28-21 victory, and now they're 2-5 on the season. And many fine things. The Lopers will be playing Wayne State at Wayne State. Game time around 1:30 to 2. And Kevin Slanovnik will be bringing that to you, along with whoever, Mitch Rogers. And that should be all from here at Foster Field. For John Schaefer, I'm Rich Broderson. This has been Loper Football with the final score, Kearney State 28 and New Mexico 21. On Channel 25, this has been Loper Football.
Hi, and welcome to Claire Boroff Show. I'm your host, Kevin Poldovnik, and to my right is the head football coach here at Kearney State, Coach Boroff. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you, Kevin.
Coach, another close one Saturday midday, very exciting for the home crowd.
Well, it certainly was exciting. Went right down to about the last 40 seconds, actually right down to the end of the game, because we had a play where we knocked the pass out of the quarterback's hand.
And one of your defensemen that played a real good game for you is on to my far right, Darren Gunn. Welcome, Darren.
Thanks.
Why don't you tell everybody about yourself?
I'm a senior at Kearney, and I'm a biology major.
And what was some of the things that stood out in your mind of the game Saturday? What was the most important play?
The very last play with where John Chappell knocked the ball out of the quarterback's hands on that pass.
When we come back, we'll talk more with these two fine guys and watch highlights from the first quarter against New Mexico Highlands.
The Rogers Institute is offering a free booklet that can give you the facts. You'll learn how AIDS can be caught. You'll learn the difference between having the AIDS virus and having the disease. And you'll learn how to protect yourself and your family. For your free copy, write the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
Welcome back to the Claire Boroff Show. Coach, the defense played a great game for you Saturday.
Yeah, I was just sitting here thinking about that, Kevin. Really, even though they scored 21 points defensively, we really only gave up 7. One of their touchdowns came by of a kickoff return, and the other one came by of an interception that was returned down to the 30, and we'd like to have kept them out of the end zone, maybe settled for a field goal, but I thought our defense played extremely well.
Darren, how do you feel the defense played on Saturday?
We played pretty well, but there are some things we could have done better on.
Okay, well, we'll look at the first half highlights against New Mexico Highlands. The final score was Kearney State 28, New Mexico Highlands 21.
It was a game where we started out like a house of fire. Here's Doug Banks on a long kickoff return for a touchdown. He nearly had one against Omaha, and he shows really good speed. I think New Mexico Highlands had excellent team speed. And he runs into a group of people down there that have been supporting us at the north end zone, giving us a lot of student support, and we appreciate that. But that's a great way to start off the game. You haven't run a play, and already you're up 6-zip.
New Mexico had a lot of injuries. I was talking to some of the people up in the box, and they had a couple guys playing defense, usually their I-backs, and the third-string quarterback was in, too.
Yeah, they had lost their first 2 quarterbacks, but they did take one of their fastest players they had on the squad and put him at quarterback, and developed an offense whereby he could do what he had to do. So I thought they had a good plan against us. And our first couple kickoffs here, our coverage is just excellent. He got the ball on about the 4-yard line, and we're going to tackle him down there, and he's only on about the 12. Steve Simmons was in on that. Mike Montgomery, number 40, was in on it, and Darren Garholz, number 5, our kicker, was down there.
Darren, is the defense ready to go right after a big touchdown like that after the very first play of the game?
Yeah, I think so. We're real fired up and just ready to get in there.
They come off with a couple good plays here in terms of moving the football on us, and you just have to play your technique and try to get them stopped. One thing that I thought that really stands out as I looked at this film several times, that our defense really pursued to the football, Kevin. We had a lot of people in on the tackle or around the ball carrier a lot as the game went on. There's a good example of it right there. There's not a blue shirt laying on the ground other than right there by the pile.
Darren, what do you strive for each game, personally then team-wise?
I just try to go out and play the best game that I've played and just help to win.
There's a super interception by Greg Nayberry. I thought he was going to take it all the way into the end zone, but it's down there on about the 4, and that's unbelievable field position for an offense. And he just picked it up right off of his shoe tops, and we come in and we run a couple power plays with Omar Rogers, both of them to our left side. We get good offensive line movement on the first play. And then the second play, he'll kind of go over the top, and we'll punch it in and kick the PAT and go up 14-zip. I think, Kevin, really, I was disappointed with the overall play of our offense. There were times that we looked really good. There were times that we didn't look very good at all. We're very spurty, and there were 2 or 3 plays that could have just as well been touchdowns had we, been a little shorter or perhaps been a little bit longer.
Is that maybe a compliment to the defense of the other team, or just that your team's just not clicking?
Well, I don't think that we're in the groove, the groove that we'd like to be in, but I think that's a compliment to New Mexico Highlands. They had been giving up a lot of points, and I think maybe had we been able to hit on a couple of those touchdowns, the game might have been entirely different. I think they're like all teams. They came and they fought hard, and the longer you leave a team in a game like that, the more difficult it is to get them beat.
Mm-hmm.
And there's Mark Yulee that came in from behind there and made that play. You know, again, that was good coverage. Mark's a freshman tailback from Florida. And eventually will play a lot of football for Kearney State. An option play. They came out and ran quite a bit of options against us. It might have been due to some of their injury problems that they had. But you know, their quarterback was very fast. There's again, look at the defensive people that are over around the ball and the big turnover. I think that was another thing that I was somewhat disappointed in. Our defense gave us a lot of turnovers, and we weren't able to capitalize on them. Who got that fumble there, Darren? Do you remember?
Looked like Jeff Ortmeyer.
Okay. Nolan Byers on a run, made a good cut back up inside for, you know, a short gain, 3-4 yards.
Is there something you saw, like in the tape, something you kind of went the running game early right away?
Well, no, we just wanted to give him several different looks, and this is one of the things that we need to do a little better job of, our pass protection there early. It wasn't that we had anybody free, but we just never really chose the place where we wanted to fight. We ended up in the quarterback's lap, and you got to take a stand. There's a play that, although we don't get the first down, was a pretty good run because Nolan had to break 2 or 3 tackles to get as far as he did. We came back with a bounce play. It's a play that's supposed to go wide, and they got a lot of penetration. That pretty well took care of that series.
It seems like the center and the quarterback also the quarterback was carrying the ball out there quite a bit. Darren, did you guys always try to swing at the ball? Because the quarterback kind of carried the ball like a bread basket, kind of head out to hit around.
Great play right there. Greg Smith got the interception on that one. There's 55. 55 in the program, number 1 in the heart, Darren Gunn. It was a nice run by Travis Valine. Again, he just within an eyelash of taking that one the distance. That's one of those plays that I had talked about that could have been a really big play, Kevin.
Was that the blocking from downfield or just at the pursuit of the defense?
Both, probably a combination of both. And this one is kind of a play that we'd like to have back. I thought Pat Shaven, number 67, does a good job running out there and making the play and keeping it from being a touchdown. But, you know, Darren can tell you now the defense has got to go in with their back to the wall and they got to shut them off.
Do you feel a lot of pressure on you personally or as out there being a part of the team, Darren, as it go in there on something like that and shut them down?
As a defense, it's hard because we don't have as much room to work with, and there's not really much room for error.
Darren just made a good tackle on the play before, too. He ran to his right a long distance to make the play. We came with the blitz from time to time and, you know, tried to disrupt them a little bit. There, it had to be a broken play, I think. Everybody else went one way, and he went the opposite way.
Well, as we saw, their quarterbacks think a pretty good scrambling quarterback.
He's fast. He's very fast.
Was that any concern to the defense as you saw throughout maybe the first couple series that he could scramble?
Yeah, he was pretty fast. He started the game out as a wide receiver, and then he came in and ran quarterback, and he could move.
That's one thing you can't duplicate in practice, Kevin, is your opponent's speed. You practice with red shirts, and it makes it real difficult. There's a nice catch by Travis Valine. Of course, they got a flag for a late hit there, and they should have. I think that Travis might have got a slight concussion on that one. I'm not so sure he remembered a whole lot of the rest of the football game.
Now, something like that, is that up to him to tell you, Coach, he wants out?
Well, you know, our trainers keep an eye on our players, but we need to know if things aren't right. And they did, he did, you know, let somebody know, and they checked him out and held him out for a little while, but not very many plays at all. I thought David Bangert had another pretty good day punting for us. I thought our punt coverage, for the most part, was pretty good. Some people running hard down to the ball there. Big play by the defense there.
Every week it seems like there's more people by the ball, more defense.
Yeah, there's no question in my mind that we're getting better defensively every week. We've shown a lot of improvement. Nearly had him for a safety there. There's a nice job by DJ Vokalak, or I'm sorry, Greg Smith, number 28, and Mike Arnold, number 18. And, you know, this was a tremendous opportunity here. We should have fair caught it or caught the ball on the run, and the up front man let it bounce, and they gained about 30 yards by doing that. We'd have been right at the 50, maybe even in front of the 50, and had great field position because our defense did a super job down there. There's a reverse play that just really never materialized. It's a play that we run a lot. We're going to keep running it. We're going to get better as we run it more and more. I think that's the end of the first quarter. It was really a nice day for football, wasn't it, Darren?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Here's a little screen pass that we had put in for this game, and they played it quite well. They had been hurt in an earlier game on that kind of a screen pass. And
so you thought you'd put it in?
Well, we wanted to give it a shot. Yeah, this is a bootleg pass off of the reverse. We caught Doug Banks there, and he made a really good catch.
He was more involved in the game.
Well, he was, yeah. He had some good opportunities. He made some great catches. But again, you see, Kevin, we were stopped right there after getting the first down and weren't able to sustain it. There's one where our punt coverage wasn't very good. We let the ball bounce back, and they gained some yardage by not fielding the punt. You can see us fly to the football there, Darren, just about a half a step short, but we kept them contained and didn't give them a big gain. Had a blitz coming there and ended up getting a big turnover.
Jeff Wortmeyer on the fumble again.
Okay. And we didn't do a very good job of taking advantage of this turnover either. As I said earlier, and you don't want to belabor a point, but I think the offense, we just have to have a killer instinct. When our defense can get us some turnovers, we have got to stick it in the end zone. There's a super catch. Now here we are, 1st and goal on the 5-yard line, and we're going to be unable to put it in the end zone. This, I think, might be the final play of that series, and you can see a linebacker got a lot of penetration. It was just a missed blocking assignment, and you can't afford to have that in that position of the field.
Now, when they come off the field, do you go over to?
Oh yeah, all the time. We try to talk about what we're doing well and what we're not, and what we need to change, and we just had an error there. We just miscommunication.
Darren, you're a pretty big guy. What's one of your assets? Your speed or your strength, or what do you think it's one of your?
I'm not real fast, so I'd have to say it's my strength.
Darren has good strength, and a good interception right there. I couldn't tell who got that, but
it was DJ.
DJ Vokalak. So again, we're right back there with great field position and need to do something with it. This should be, I think, a touchdown pass to Travis Mullane. He just barely gets it in over the hands of the defensive guy, and Travis catches the back of the end zone there. It was a good play.
Looks like his defender kind of beat pretty big there if he had to turn his back and he's that far away.
Yeah, he did. He beat him pretty good. I thought Dan Garaholtz kicked these PATs excellent. Kickoffs were a little short, but there was no question on any of these PATs. Thought we had a decent crowd for homecoming. You'd always like to have more people than what you have, but there's an awful lot of competition anymore, it seems like, for fans. Very disappointed in this right here. This is something that we just can't let happen to us. We expect to be able to do it once in a while, but we can't let our opponents do it to us. And it's kind of one of the ironies of football, but this young man had done that before. He had shown some good ability to take the ball the distance, and we were very concerned about him. I think I mentioned before that the game that their kicking team, the units, had me very concerned. We let them right back in the ball game. That's the sad part about it.
It's an unusual high-scoring first half. Usually, both teams kind of feel each other out, and then you guys went right at it and had some good turnovers by the defense, though.
Yeah, but we just didn't take advantage of them, and we should have. Doggone it. That's just one area that's concerned me all year. Again, we have got people flying downfield there. It's not the deepest kick, but we've got the ball pretty well circled up there.
Do you usually try to put your fastest people out on the far side?
Well, we want to have fast people on the wings if we can. That's very, very important. They completed a good pass, but we closed on it. And just trying not to give them the big home run. Make them earn everything they get. There's a nice little move by their running back. Darren usually is lined up there in the inside. Good thing that they missed that.
Yeah,
I don't know how good their kicker was. We watched him a little bit in pregame, and you know there wasn't really any wind as far as the factor was concerned at all. But I'm glad he didn't make it.
So going to halftime, you're up. You got to be. We mentioned like prior weeks. You got to feel good going to halftime, being up all the time. So are their spirits high going to the locker room?
Well, I think our defense probably their spirits were very high. I think our offense was a little bit frustrated and disappointed, and that they were really unable to capitalize on some of those big breaks that we had.
Okay, when we come back, we'll talk more about halftime and look at third quarter highlights of Kearney State and New Mexico Highlands.
Now hear this. All hands clear the flight deck. All hands clear the flight deck. Prepare aircraft for the 1100 launch.
Home.
Tower, this is Victor 20.
We're free to enjoy its simple pleasures.
Roger 203.
Because they're out here guarantee that freedom. The men and women of the Navy, out here today, safeguarding your tomorrow.
We're here to roast the parents of buckling up. Two guys who've lost more limbs than a tree surgeon, Vince and Larry.
I love these guys. They remind me of my husband, always broke and in a dead-end job.
By getting people to buckle up, they've saved thousands of lives. On the job, what's the first thing that goes through their heads? The steering wheel!
Vince and Larry, tell me, how do you want your coffee? Regular or decapitated?
Everybody give them a hand.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Welcome back to the Claire Barf Show. I'm talking with Coach Barf and Darren Gunn. Coach, going to halftime, what did you say to the offense? Since we mentioned before the break, they were kind of slow.
Well, we did the same thing we do every week. We put the defenses up on the blackboard, and we talk about our blocking assignments and why we had some of the breakdowns that we had, and just try to rectify it and be extremely positive if at all possible, and get them all rallied up, ready to go back into the game.
And Darren, your question on the defensive side, what was said to you as players? I mean, you're doing a great job out there.
We were told just to keep it up and just be patient and let things develop.
Do you guys ever get around and rally around yourselves, or do you ever pump somebody up, or is it just up the coach's job on the defensive side?
We were all feeling pretty good, and it didn't really take too much to get us to keep playing hard.
Okay, we'll look at the third quarter highlights of Kearney State and New Mexico Highlands. The score right now is 21-14, Kearney State.
They had a penalty for not being out on time. I don't know whether it was a legitimate penalty or not, but they had one, and so we didn't have any trouble kicking it into the end zone. Again, they start out there, and just move the ball a little bit on us. And Jeff Mortmeyer, 92, and Marvin Watts is 75. And we came with a big play on the blitz right there, DJ Vokalak. We needed that because they were in great position for the field goal.
We mentioned last week that they were kind of blitzing. Did you try to give them back their own medicine or something?
No, not really. We have that in our plan every week, and there's times that they work very well, and there's some times that they don't. We used motion from time to time. It wasn't big in our plan, but it was primarily due to the defense which they ran. And there's Nolan Byers with about a 5 or 6 yard gain, one of our longer runs the second half, because our defense was on the field almost the whole second half.
What's that motion do for some people out there who really don't know what it does to the other defense?
Some defenses have to adjust a lot on you. Some won't adjust very much at all. When we work against our own defense, there's times that they make no adjustment at all. They just set and play on the breaks. And again, there's a pretty good start, with their running back.
Yeah, he was pretty fast.
It wasn't that they did anything that we hadn't seen, because that wasn't the case at all. You see that guy, he's quick. There it is.
And who intercepted that one by chance? I didn't catch the number on that one.
55. It's the first linebacker interception that we've had for a long, long time. We needed that. Good break on the ball, good position, and again, there's great field position for the offense. We came with a reverse to Doug Banks that just never materialized. They got good penetration and they just stopped it. And then you can see there's another turnover that we were unable to take advantage of.
Darren, I know it's a team game and everything, but does it ever discourage maybe yourself or people intercepting the defense if the offense really ain't clicking that certain day or that certain drive?
We just know that, you know, things aren't working out all right for the offense. We just have to go out there and play harder. But it's a team game.
Yeah, the shoes sometimes is on the other foot too.
Right.
You know, that's just, as Darren said, it's a team game, and each unit has some responsibilities that they have to carry out. And if you just keep fighting and fighting, you just hope eventually it'll all come together. And it did in this game.
Now we're in the fourth
quarter, and Darren was involved in on that tackle along with Greg Smith again. There's a draw, and we actually had him back there and just couldn't quite get him pulled in. And I don't know who made that saving tackle there.
Tony Squires.
Tony made it. Again, you can see, you know, that they're fast. Most of the people that we play anymore, they all seem to have good speed. There's a good cutback for a touchdown run. Now it's about back to going to be 21-21 once they kick the extra point. We'd been told that maybe the wind was going to come up in the fourth quarter, so we kind of tried to plan it to have the wind to our back in the fourth quarter, and you know, never obviously came up to much later on. This could have easily been a touchdown right here. There's a hole right there on the outside if you look at a bigger picture, and if he'd have broke out, then I think he might have taken it the distance again. There's a draw, a sprint draw, which is a good run, gets us a first down.
It always looks like when the game is coming into the crunches that your line starts to block real well and open some holes for your runners.
Well, I don't know. I wish that, if that's true, I wish we would do it for the whole game, but I don't think that's the case. I just feel like that we just need to be a little better in terms of our techniques and be a little more consistent. Pretty good job by defense again, you know, and we shut them off and forced them to punt the football again. And the time's starting to get to be a little bit more of a concern to us here. That was a very short punt, and once again we have excellent field position. There they stop a reverse play. That's a type of play, Kevin, if they get any kind of penetration, it's something we'd like to get as penetration when our opponents run against us. It's not going to be a very good play. Excellent punt by David Banger. And this is going to be a super defensive stand down here to get him to turn the ball over. Just a really fine job right there. David Banger's 22, 95 is Chris Hooten. I believe it's Chris. Another good job. And we missed it. I guess it's a little earlier in the game than I thought. There's a fake punt, and we were able to shut them off. I think Steve Simmons made a good tackle on that, and they're, you know, about a yard or two too short.
Are the special teams always looking for that?
Oh yeah, we yell fake all the time. We try to look at the opponent's fakes that they run, and there's a missed assignment again on terms of a blocking assignment. Long pass, and they ended up getting it. So this is going to be where our defense really does come to the front. It looked pretty dismal at this point in time, although there was still ample time if we could shut them off. There's a great example of it right there. We just made the plays here at this time when we needed to make them. This is an excellent play by Darren.
Didn't look too slow there going down the old running back there, Darren.
Yeah, it was man-to-man on the guy. And
in the different sets that you have, you ever like 1-1 on a certain person at all, or you ever have to look at one certain person?
Yeah, on certain coverages, we're assigned to certain places or people, and we just have to go accordingly.
This is the final drive. That was a touchdown pass to Omar Rogers. Still have 40 seconds on the clock, and they do move the ball down the field. So, you know, I thought we maybe had it in the bag here at this point in time, but boy, you just never know.
The defense played it real well on this
right there they did. That was a super job in knocking the ball out. They had all their timeouts, I think, at this point in time, and that's one of the concerns that we had.
This is that last drive, and we're playing it safe. We got the linebackers backed up 10 yards deep.
And that's John Chaffin that knocked that pass out of there, and the game's over. It was a big victory. It's always great to win on homecoming. It makes you just kind of caps off a great weekend for a lot of the people.
Yeah, so what was, you'll keep people coming out to the game here, I guess, at home with the kind of the scores where they've been. They've been real close last drive, and you got to be feeling pretty happy going to the game on Saturday against Wayne. Anything you're going to try to do to improve this week?
You know, improvement was what we were after the whole week, and we just want to continue to find ways to get better and in our execution, mentally and physically, and if we can do that, you know, we can still have an excellent football season, and that's our goal right now. And we realize that we're going into, so to speak, a tiger's den, pretty hostile country. They're not real fond of us up in that area, but that's all right because it's pretty much that way no matter where you go.
And when we come back, we'll talk more about Wayne State with Coach Boff and Darren Gunn.
Serious eye injuries can happen in the home, the yard, the workplace, or the sports field. So play it safe. Wear heavy-duty safety glasses or goggles like these when using tools that could send particles flying. Wear impact-resistant sports goggles when playing racket sports, basketball, or any game in which your eyes can be hit by a flying object or by another player. This simple precaution can save your sight. A message for eye safety from the Will Rogers Institute, White Plains, New York.
Welcome back to the Claire Barrow Show. First you do, Coach, what has been done this week in practice to get ready for Wayne? What have you seen that they might do or have done in the past?
Well, they're a little bit like New Mexico Highlands from a defensive standpoint, and even some of their looks are the same, but they're going to stunt you from time to time, and you better be ready to get it picked up or they'll get to you. I thought that they played an excellent game against Omaha, and I thought their defense really looked dominant against Omaha. Their front five appears to be very strong, and so, you know, we've worked real hard on pass protection to pick up their blitzes. We've worked hard on our running game so that we can get some good sustained drives and keep our defense off on the sideline and, you know, just hopefully become a better football team.
And Dan, what did the defense do this past week to get ready? You played real well Saturday. What has the defense done as a team-wise?
We've just been working on Wayne's offense, and they run a lot of option, and we've been working on that a lot.
Are there any key injuries last week's game? You mentioned Valine with the concussion. Anything else that was major?
Well, Frank McMillan injured his shoulder a little bit. He's a true sophomore from Wyoming for us, and it looks like he'll not be ready to play this week. He missed practice tonight on Wednesday, and therefore we kind of have a rule: if they don't practice on Wednesday, they don't travel. We might take him if he would show some real fast recovery. Probably wouldn't play, but I don't look for him to travel. And then Mike Rosentrader, his ankle has not come back like we had hoped. So it looks like it'll be at least another week before he's able to play.
How's your shoulder doing, Darren, from previous games? You were kind of hurt, and now is it healed up and everything and ready to go?
Yeah, I hurt it on the first game, but other than that, I've had no problems with it.
Okay, thanks for joining us today, Darren. And Coach, we'll see you back here again next week. Again, the final score is Kearney State 28, New Mexico Highlands 21. We'll be back here next week to talk about the Wayne State football game. For Coach Boff and Darren Gunn, I'm Kevin Sladovnik.